I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give a pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. We get a big ups to Darcy DeFlo and add a song to the playlist. No. What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello. Turn it up. Turn up my headphones. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's up, Jamie? Yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time to go. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a controller. She's crying downstairs, so I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on a DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud. And I got low teeth, I'm a low teeth god. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot, Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right? Very nice. Alright, let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. 1 more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. 1 more chance left to blow. You ready? 8 time go. 8 time flow. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP.
Notorious.
I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious, with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
He's quite curious. They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of peace. They're like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. And I can't get rid of them. I'm sober. I'm losing my mind. And I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another knot in this Ludwig world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom leader, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it time.
It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah.
You know, my life has been tough over the last decade.
You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it $1, roll it out, toss in the air! Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvano cheese? Salvano greasy shit? Crazy meat? Weird sauce? The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it $1, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it $1, roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Crazy meat! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Cat played a lot of Skyrim, and it was good. It was fun. We chilled. We had a good time. You know, we didn't have any money to do anything really. You know, it would be great if we had money. We would have stayed out and done more stuff. We didn't have any fucking money.
Let me take you down to Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose. You know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to Whiterun. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to Whiterun. She be on the Skyrim while I stream and beg. Crispy 60 frames on a Series S. I mean Series X. No wait, Series S. I lost so fucking much I can't remember what I get. I got them spells, oh, I got that alteration. I trick a dead into giving up his entire pension. A little scratch for cat, Yeah, you can feel the tension. I know a makeup glitch that probably needs her full attention. Come on, baby, we can go on down to White Run. Take off that tablecloth and I'll show you my Skyrim. You can beat a mount, I'll climb aboard and ride ya. Fuck it if Jasper dies, you know it's time to take a ride back down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run.
I don't wanna clean, I wanna play some Skyrim. No groceries, get me to the Highlands. This fucking bum took me to Dondoko Island, but I shouldn't be surprised, he's lazy like I am. I just wanna cast a spell and do a side quest. I just wanna get divorced and get my life back. Take me to your island and I'll get a flight back. Touch me and I might snap, Jenna's gonna like that. Power wash simulator. Jasper puked again, but I'll just clean that shit up later. Power wash, baby. I just finished the game, so I'ma go back in my lane and go to White Run.
Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run.
Now all of a sudden, the
I'm not Asian, damn it.
what the? There's a black man.
Can I see your driver's license, sir?
I don't have one right now.
Dispatch, we have a collision near Renton between two black suspects.
Huh? No, I'm not black, honestly. I can prove it. Cat, come out here. I need you to tell these cops who I am.
Allahu Akbar.
You're under arrest.
Look at that. She's huge.
Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's poppin'? Hello. What's going on? I see some new faces here. It's always good to see new faces. Tiff, how are you? How are you doing? I'm glad that you and your family have decided to detract together. That's right. As the good book says, the families that detract together stays together. That's right. That's the number one indicator for families staying together. Yes. I've done a study. Husbands and wives that detract together have a lower divorce rate. That's right. So if you want to keep your husband, enjoy his detracting. That's right. I'm kidding. I don't have any studies. What's going on, folks? How's everyone feeling today? I'm a little bummed. No, my daughter. It's okay. It's still your family. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. Still family. It's all good, Tiff. I'm feeling a little bit bummed today. I was very annoyed today. That's right. Sir Percy, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the momentum. And by the way, we did get a couple donations or call to actions earlier. Real quick, let me just shout those out. So we did get a few jewels, right? If you don't know what jewels are, I didn't know that I get them on my channel. So by the way, it goes to show what YouTube thinks of DSP. He still doesn't have the jewels feature on his channel. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially like bits for Kick, where you can buy these cool little animations that pop up on stream. For some reason, it's not popping up on my stream yet, but eventually it will. I'm not sure, but yes, the kicks. Yes, SK, he sent me the jewel. Thank you very much. And you know what I'm going to do, by the way? I still haven't set it up, but I'm going to set it up so that every time someone gives me a jewel or donates jewels, regardless of the amount, I'm going to have DSP say, hello, Jew. That's right. Hello, Jew. So that's the pop-up you're going to get. So anyone interested in supporting or, doing a call to action, I'll set that up after this stream. So, SK, again, thank you, SK. Tiff, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. I'll get it set up. Where every time a jewel gets forwarded, sent, it'll pop up and say, hello, Jew. So, hello, Jew, DSP, that's right. So again, thank you. I appreciate it. And real quick, I want to give a channel update. So I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked by the woke dents. That's right. My channel is being attacked. I woke up this morning and for some stupid ass whatchamacallit, I got a community guideline warning, not a strike, because I don't get strikes. Because Duty's content is pretty good. But for some reason, I got a stupid warning. That's right. You know what it gave me a warning for? Sexualized content. Sexualized content. So, of course, you get an email from YouTube that tells you the section that's a problem. And lo and behold, does anyone want to guess what did they flag me for sexual content on my last stream? This was the last stream. This is when we did the IRS stream a couple days ago. Do you want to know what I got struck for? And I'm gonna I think is it Maricat? I think it's Maricat's fault. That's right. I'm blaming Maricat for it. No. I'm still like shocked. I'm shocked, like DSP would say. I got a community guideline warning for sexual content for the fucking Banana song. The new Banana song, the futuristic one, the cyberpunk style one that I think Maricat put together, it got flagged for sexual content. And I'm like reviewing, that one, yes. I'm not even going to say because I don't want to get another fucking strike or a warning. Well, I got a warning. I didn't get a strike. The Banana song's under attack by the woke dents. I don't want to get my channel in trouble. I did get a warning. I did file an appeal, so I'm waiting to hear back. So hopefully they'll look at it and see that, the COME isn't the CUMS. I have no clue why it got flagged for sexual content. There's nothing. I've reviewed the song and I was like, there's literally nothing there that's sexual. So yeah, I mean, worst case is I'll have to have a warning on my channel for 90 days. And then in, I think July, whatever, it drops off. It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm very careful with what I post on my channel. So I just can't play that song anymore. If you notice, it wasn't in the intro today. So I had to take it off the playlist. So I'm going to be a little skittish on music because I don't want to get slammed with anything else. I don't know. I have no clue. Oh. If you're on your mobile phone, right, you see where the little $sign is, where you can send like a membership or super chat. There's a little gift box right next to it. You click there and then you can send a jewel. That's right. Hello, Jewel. Hello, Jules. Duty, why did Phil just walk up to the truck and talk to the driver? Oh, that was some regarded stuff, brother. Oh, my Lord, Laz. Laz, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you being a member. Yeah, we're going to talk about that because apparently, he's just so dented. He's a narcissist. He doesn't realize that there is a world filled with 8 billion other individuals that, maybe within that 8 billion humans on this planet, that someone else might have ordered furniture at the same time. You know what I mean? No, only DSP ordered furniture. And he was the only one receiving a delivery of furniture. No one else in this world was getting furniture delivered to them. We'll watch that video. We got a couple things to watch, but I want to make a quick announcement. We're going to be celebrating another anniversary this week. Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Javier. How you doing? Right. And of course, does anyone know what the anniversary is? I'll give you a hint. It's a 1-year anniversary. In a couple of days, it'll be a 1-year anniversary. Did you see that Phil confirmed that Bugs Bunny? Well, I did see that DSP Kino. First of all, I do agree that, yes, Bugs Bunny does exist. For sure. I didn't need him to say what he said to actually confirm that. But what he'll say is, I was talking about my bunny when I was a kid. Apparently, DSP had a rabbit when he was younger. I think in high school or in middle school, he had a rabbit. So he did admit to that years ago. So he'll just say, well, I was talking about my other bunny. I was talking about the first bunny that I had when I lived with my parents. So, but I will confirm that, yes, but Bugs Bunny is alive and well. Yes, Bugs Bunny is dead and was actually living in DSP's house. And I guarantee you there's probably more Bugs Bunny. There's never just one rabbit. There's never just one bunny, one rabbit. Typically, typically most people, when they get rabbits, they'll have 2 rabbits. And rabbits do what rabbits do, and they like to multiply. And I'm pretty sure that he had a bunch of little rabbits in that house. Sadly, DSP couldn't mimic what they were doing, and maybe he could have had a couple extra rabbits, but it's DSP. He was too busy pulling Hogan's. Let's see. Magpie. I got 2 rabbits as a kid. Let's see here. I got 2 rabbits as a kid, and we thought they were both girls. Yeah, no. Yeah. And it's very difficult to tell. I think you got to get them tested or something. I don't know. Like the boy's schlong is a little too small to see. So, no. You get 2 rabbits, you're probably gonna be popping out more than you're gonna be popping out multiple rabbits. We definitely don't. Well, some people think that made him grow up quicker and made him not be such a narcissist, but who knows? Anyway, like I was saying earlier, my channel is being attacked by the woke dents. But it's not a big deal. Hopefully they'll review my appeal and they'll take it off, because you can clearly see it's an animated song and it has there's no sexual images, nothing at all. So I just have to be very careful with what I say, till hopefully they'll take the warning off. That's what I'm hoping for. I haven't gotten a warning in a long time. The last warning I got, when I appealed it, they took it off. They said that it was a mistake. So I'm hoping that was the case here. It was a mistake as well. If not, I'm blaming Maricat. It was Maricat's fault. Maricat's fault. The poor bunny got turned into school. Oh yeah, definitely. She found them stiff as a board dead, and she decided to cook them. There's no point in letting good rabbit go to waste. That's cat. Trust me, there's probably still some bunny rabbit stew in the freezer. They kept it frozen next to the snack pizzas. I've seen a lot of your. But this is my first. Oh, Tiff, no, not a problem. Well, welcome aboard. This is a friendly place. By the way, we'll set the rules. Everyone here is a mod. Everyone's a mod. If you're curious about my intros are created by Pixar Animation. Shout out Pixar Animation. The music is typically several detractors that make music. Meerkat, Darkside Drill, Darkseed of Flow. They typically make all the music. I just borrow it. And this is a chill, fun time. Just because you're a mod doesn't mean you really have any powers. Just be chill. And again, like I tell everyone, I pretty much let anyone come here and say whatever they want to say. This is a free speech area. Just keep it within terms of service. That's it. And no overly spamming. We have a Derek rule here, okay? 2 things. No PDF stuff. It's called the Derek rule. No PDF stuff and no non-stop spamming, okay? And speaking of the intro, I keep getting questions about the intro. What's up, Quarter? I'm back. Good. I'm glad you're back, brother. I keep getting questions about my intro, and especially this one. Like, people don't get the Muslim one. They think that's Foodie Beauty. Like I stated before, that intro is an amalgamation of several DSP memes. The first one is, of course, that DSP has a problem with African or urban style individuals, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is he went off about Nigeria, about Nigerian currency. So we made him urban and sent them to, we deported him to Nigeria. Also, Cat being a Muslim is an older meme. And that was verified when DSP in the DSP DMs with Kino Casino, he talked about how his wife became religious. So I assume when he meant religious, she became a Muslim. So there's several memes wrapped up in the whole whatchamacallit. There's the Pandali at the very beginning. She causes the car accident, and of course we have the Pandali is an Asian. So. Yeah, so anytime you watch an intro mine, it's an amalgamation of DSP memes. And again, oh my lord, Pompey RGB, thank you, brother, for the 10 gifted memberships. Big up. You get a round of applause. Big up, brother. Thank you. So anyway, Tiff, welcome aboard, and if your daughter's here, I'll try to keep it, PG. I'm not one of those people that go off. This is a very mild podcast, okay? We don't really don't get into it. We just like to make fun of Phil. That's it. All right, well, she's in bed. Okay, good for her. So that can be X-rated, not a problem. All right. No, I'm kidding. I'm usually really chill, so welcome aboard. Anyway, all right, so let's see. Chris, you got a question to ask? Yes, go ahead, brother. Ask your question. Ask away. Cat looks like Foodie Beauty. Yeah. She does. All right, we're waiting on Chris. Come on, Chris. Ask your question, brother. You live in Sydney. Oh, I love Australia. I've been to Australia. Very nice. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, but I never had the opportunity. I wanted to go live in a hobbit house for like a week. So that's one of my dreams. That's one of my bucket lists, to rent one of the Hobbit homes and live there for a week. So yes. Come on, Chris, man, we're waiting on you. The show's waiting on you, brother. Was just stating. Oh, you were just stating? Okay, not me. Okay, all right. Oh, got a question. Okay, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm being a little dented. My apologies. All right. Well, anyway, before we get started, please make sure to throw a prayer of hands for Duty. Make sure that you pray that that strike doesn't stay on my channel, or that warning doesn't stay on my channel. So I don't want to get the King Sly treatment. So, and real quick, a shout out to King Sly. King Sly, if you don't know, King Sly did lose his channel. He has a new channel up called King Sly TV. It's out there. You just type in King Sly TV. You'll find it. If you could do me a favor, just make sure to, please make sure to sub to him. He's a good dude. He's a friend of the channel, and he's a great dude. He is my #1 urban style black friend. So just want to put that out there. All right. Was it the No, it wasn't the quartering. What it was the YouTube's algorithm, their system, flagged it for sexual content. I guess they didn't like the word banana. And then the word cum. I guess they thought I was sexualizing it or something. My last stream, the IRS stream that we did, which was last week, I ended up getting a community warning. Not a strike, just a warning. And it said it flagged me for the banana song. The very beginning, I played the banana song. And I guess it thought that it was some type of, sexualized content or whatever. And it flagged it. I ended up getting a goddamn warning. So I had to take that song out of rotation. So I'm blaming Maricat. This is Maricat's fault. No, I'm kidding. It's just YouTube being stupid. I don't know. But I'm not going to sit here and complain. I'm not going to bitch about it. It is what it is. You know, it shit happens. You know what I mean? Alrighty, folks. So we got some stuff to watch. Let's get into it. We got some stuff to watch here. Alrighty here. So, oh, by the way, I normally don't shout myself out. Well, normally I do, but I thought I did a good video today, this morning. I called it DSP's emergency dent audit. Phil tries Schrodinger's beg around his goals. That's right. And I really like the thumbnail. I think the thumbnail is like top quality. And I made this. That's right. Well, Grok made it, but I typed in the commands. So yeah, today's the daily wrap was essentially Phil trying to do Schrodinger's beg, where he wants to use semantics to try to trick people into thinking, you know, he doesn't have goals, but yet has goals. And last night's daily wrap was one of the most, good Lord, it was one of the most obvious attempts of him, you know, trying to have it both ways. So he feels the need where he needs to live up to his commitment to Asmongold, where he no longer has goals, but he needs to make sure that the dents know that he has goals. So again, it's the Schrodinger's beg. No goal and goal. You know what I mean? And we don't know if the cat's dead or alive. So, well, sadly here we do know. We know that we know that it's both. Okay. Hey, Duty, what are the odds that Phil will have a kid? Never. No. I think he's complete. He's so unhealthy looking. I think he has problems. I did mention that he does definitely have kidney issues. He has kidney issues. I'm pretty positive he has diabetes. And you know, once you get the diabetes, you know, one of the first things to go is that drive to, you know, the Wings of Redemption issue. That's all I'm gonna say. So, and yeah, and I don't even know her situation. So I honestly think, and again, I'm speculating here. I think, you know, just from what I've heard from DSP, it sounds like she's had traumatic issues. No, the kidneys issues isn't from the drinking. The kidneys issues is from the gout. So if you don't know, gout doesn't kill you. What kills you is kidney failure. I think 75% of people that have gout end up going into ESRD, which is end-stage renal disease. So before you turn 60 years old, you have liver failure. You have kidney failure, which requires a transplant or what's the thing when they clean your blood when you go in? Geez, why am I forgetting what it's called? Dialysis. So I have a feeling that's what's going on. It would explain the constant urination, the weight loss, you know, the medical issues, him looking like he's on Ozempic. Yeah. Dialysis. Yes, dialysis. That's exactly what it is. Yes, he does look like Winfro Brimley. Yes. The diabetes cat. Anyway. So no, he's not gonna have cats. He's not gonna have cats. He's not gonna have a kid. No, I doubt that. I think the man is shooting blanks. And to be honest, just hearing DSP talk about Cat, and again, I want to be gentle with this because I understand, you know, trauma, but I think she has a bit of trauma in her past. I mean, everything from what Phil said, you know, from her mom, her upbringing, having to be adopted, the whole Subaru man and all that stuff. So, you know, I think there's a lot of dysfunction there. And personally, I think, you know, DSP, the reason why DSP was able to get Cat was because of that dysfunction. To her, he seems stable and normal. So that says a lot when DSP seems stable and normal. So that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Phil does overshare a lot. He does. You know, it's just like the quartering and the whole bull thing and his wife. You know, you overshare. You know, if you share anything, you should be able to, like I think the most personal thing I've ever shared was my daughter's special needs. That's probably the most personal thing I've ever shared. And again, I do it because, you know, I don't mind talking about it. I don't get upset if people make fun of it. I really don't care. So, but I try to be very measured with what I talk about. So, you know, like I'll talk about my health issues, but I would never talk about soulmates or, like, you know, I would never do that because not part of my content. So, and every so often I bring up Miss Duty. You know, it's typically when she's being nice or whatever. So, yeah, and he does hate kids. He was gonna slap an 11-year-old one time. Yeah. He would be a terrible father. Duty share. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be doing that. All right, so let's get into the content, folks. Alrighty, so I think we'll start off. Let's see, we have it. We will have a little quartering segment because I decided, you know what, might as well jump onto the fray and make fun of the quartering. I created a new segment called the Quartering Chronicles, where I'll be detailing all and everything of the quartering until this, phases out and goes away. I do want to say this. Kino Casino has gotten the backing of mostly the entire internet. I think one place where they kind of screwed up at was taking the vacation. I think PPP, and I understand. I know you have family commitments and all that, but I think he should have canceled. And I think a week of hammering the quartering, both of them, would have been would have turned out better for them. It sounds like they may not be getting their channel. Just listening to Worski, it doesn't sound good for them that they're probably getting their channel back. Because it sounds like they're going to probably be streaming on Rumble and then also on Patreon or something like that. So I hated the quarter. I never had any real feeling. I used to listen to the quartering years ago, more for just news, you know what I mean? But he got super boring and I stopped watching him. And then when he started turning into DSP is where I completely stopped watching him. Like the content talking about money and talking about, it was just insane. Every stream became about money and if it wasn't him begging or complaining, it was him bragging. So again, another Schrodinger's e-beggar here, where, he wants you to believe that he's rich, but then he also wants you to believe that he's poor. Yeah, it just got insane. So I stopped watching him, and then he slowly turned into a massive locale. And it's great to see the entire internet, join forces, except for like Feezer and a few other people that hate Kino Casino, Cog. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them. But I mean, like, everyone is joining forces to slam on the quartering. So it says a lot. It says a lot about you when 95% of the internet dislikes you for what you did, or just dislikes you. So it's insane. Wasted. Happy birthday to Wasted. Big up. So we're gonna give you a round of applause too. That's right.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry for getting old, baby. I'm sorry. Yeah. By the way, I do believe that I do believe that the quartering was behind the termination of the channel. Definitely. I do. Initially, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and say maybe one of his dents filed the report or whatever. But when he exposed his internet history by accident and showed that he was doing reports to YouTube, that right there told me, yup, he did it. He did it. And then of course he's just being shady about it. So even Ralph is siding with them. Even Ralph of all people has an argument to despise Kino Casino. But even he knows they're just unspoken rules. And you know why he does that, right? Because let's be honest, Ethan does a lot of insane shit on the internet. And he doesn't want to get taken down. So I can say at least he's being consistent. So I'm gonna give Ethan Ralph a big ups for being consistent. He's being consistent with his values. He doesn't want to be deplatformed, and he's not willing to deplatform other people. So, big ups for that. Okay, big ups for that. All right, you know what? Let's get into some. Content. By the way, apparently DSP has been, looking at me with anger lately. And the funny thing is, he's no longer mentioning my names. I guess someone gave him advice and said you shouldn't be calling out your detractors by name. Whatever. But we know he's talking about me. He ranted and raged. Yes, she ranted and raged yesterday about detractors lying and clipping stuff out of context, right? And he was clearly talking about this right here. This bugged him to no end. So this was Phil's Pragmata premiere stream, right? And in it, he made, what did he make? I think he made like $170 or something like that on this stream, right? You wouldn't have known that watching it. But when I clipped it, I said that he made $36, which was true. That was true. He made $36 on the playthrough. Now he's raging. He's all upset that I actually did that, right? He's pissed off. He thinks that I'm being disingenuous. Please remember that. Now I'm going to show you this video from today's Daily Wrap. Okay, we're going to hear Phil's own words, okay? This is DSP talking about how much money he made, and I really want you to pay attention. Please pay attention. I don't think he made that yesterday. No, I was the Pragmata premiere stream, which was last week. Yesterday for Pragmata, he made like 110 bucks. But of course, this is the pattern of DSP. Whenever support is slow for a stream, he starts talking about contributions, and then of course he brings up detractors because he wants to bring out the violin, and what he's trying to do is to get the dents to rally. Oh, look, the woke detractors are attacking me. They're attacking my channel. He's doing a Jeremy. When Jeremy for years used to say that the woke left is attacking his channel, that's what DSP is doing. He's saying the woke detractors are attacking my channel. So it's very funny how DSP and Jer are very similar, man. All right, so remember that. You know, he got oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's do this. I want to watch the video from yesterday. This is yesterday's Pragmata stream. This is where he talks about the detractors. All right, so we'll watch this one. Then we'll watch the Daily Wrap, right? But I want you guys to know what I said earlier about, you know, about Phil. Is this one? I think he did it on both. I'm trying to think. I think it's this one. I think he did it on the Pragmata disaster stream. All right, let's watch this one.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
And I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
I really need that money.
The channel to bring more people to discover the content. So if you could, please like the stream. Outside of that,
Oh, sorry.
you start
gonna
with a
forward a
membership
little
or a
bit.
gifted membership on the YouTube side, whether that's some kicks or a sub or some gifted subs on the kick side or a tip via PayPal. All those things would be greatly appreciated.
All of them.
All right, let's get some support for Pragmata today. We haven't had any.
Let's go.
All the
Let's
support
go.
came in for the morning show. It'd be great to get some Pragmata support. Thank you.
Oh, here it is right
Okay.
here. Okay, here it is right here. This is the little bit that I wanted you guys to hear. Okay. This is Phil mentioning the fact that he has not received any contributions and all the money came from the podcast.
It'd be great to get some Pragmata support. Thank you. Okay. Let's see.
All right, here it is. Sorry.
I have damage upgrade. What can we buy over here? In the studio with me today as I play. Guys, if you are enjoying Pragmata today, please support the stream in some way. If you're watching on YouTube, please give it a like, and please consider supporting the channel. Whether that's a
I need those.
whether that's a
money. I
super
really do. I
chat
need that money.
or a membership or a gifted membership on the
Thank you,
YouTube
Chris.
side, whether that's some kicks or a sub or some gifted subs on the kick side or a tip via PayPal, all those things would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get some support for Pragmata today. We haven't had any. All the support came in for the morning show. It'd be great to get some Pragmata support. Thank you.
Okay, right there. I wanted to highlight that right there where Phil is actually talking about how he's segmenting when contributions are coming in. So again, Phil, what's the problem with me titling a video that mentions that you only made $36 on the playthrough, which is factually correct? There was nothing wrong, or $60. There was nothing wrong where I posted that. I posted a factual statement. But yet you get upset and butthurt. And again, it's just cope. He does it whenever support is slow. And again, he's trying to rally his dents to attack, and support, give money. Real quick, Chris, thank you, brother, for the 5, man. I appreciate it. Yes, hello, Phil. We know you're watching. He's laying in bed while Cat's up, scooping cat litter and getting ready to work her 3-hour job.
Okay, let's see.
Be careful.
I'm hacking the wrong guy. See the problem here? I keep hacking the wrong guy. Yeah, this sucks. I can't even get out of the way because I'm hacking the wrong dudes. And I want to use this and I can't. I couldn't because I couldn't target it. I actually think the biggest flaw of this game is the targeting system. Because you can't actually target what you want. Like, I'm trying to target the guy right in front of me.
Yes, the woke targeting system.
She's hacking the enemy behind. I can't stop that. Like, I can't make her hack a different enemy. And, like, I want to hack the wall, but it's targeting the
No, I didn't buy this. I'm going to wait for it to go on sale. Again, I bought Mouse PI. I got like 30 Steam games that I bought that I still haven't played yet, so I'm trying to cut back on what I'm playing. I did buy Mouse PI. I got it for like $20, so that's a good game.
The enemy in front of the wall instead of the wall, so I can't kill them all with the lasers. Do you see? So that actually is pretty frustrating. There's no real way for me to change what I'm trying to hack or target.
There's no real way.
10 minutes, not even 10. It'll probably be like 5 minutes, and I'll be back. So I'm not even going to like do anything. I'll just leave it on the screen because I'll be right back. But guys, please support the stream. I've been playing the game for an hour. I received zero.
Here it is.
Zero support for the game. Okay? I actually got pretty decent support for the morning show today. But I've gotten no support whatsoever for the game at all. Nothing. Like, not even anything from any source. So, obviously, I don't know if that means you guys don't like the game.
Yeah,
the game has sold 1 million copies in 2 days. I'm liking it. So I hope that you guys are. Please support if you can. I'll be right back with more. See you in a minute. All right. We're going to...
Okay, Phil. All right. You know what, Phil? The next time you complain about one of my titles or videos or whatever, I'm going to highlight this video. I'm going to put a montage together, actually. I might do a YouTube short. A montage of you complaining about detractors taking videos and making them look like what they're not, right? And I'm going to highlight the fact that you said that detractors lie about how much money you make in a gameplay.
Support.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you taking the call to action. Wombler, is that your name? Wombler151 with the massive support, brother. Thank you for the 5, brother. Let's see. WPIG1651 called it the duty. Yes, big ups to all. I appreciate whenever they include me as part of the lore. Yeah, you know, I'm the only one that's doing it, so I'm assuming he's talking about my videos, right? And again, Phil, words have meaning. You know what I mean? I have a bad habit of I'm a literal person, you know what I mean? And here's some advice too. Me and my wife try to have a lot of open communication, right? And I'm the type that I'm like, all right, if you want me to, you know, punch you in the head, just say punch me in the head. You know what I mean? I'm a bit literal. Well, you know, so sometimes we run into communication issues where, you know, I'm like, no, just say what you want to say. Just mean what you want to mean. I'll be okay with it. Just say it, you know. And my wife's not that much. So we kind of work on that and stuff like that. So, but what I'm saying is that words have meaning, Phil, okay? So when you literally say something like, throw the CEOs out on the street and shoot them up, I'm going to make a clip of that and I'm going to post it. He's still ranting about that, by the way. And that, again, was a short. That was a short video that I created. And I think I did a video of it one time where he was going off about CEOs. And it was inappropriate. And of course, he'll come out and say, I didn't say that, right? But when I showed the clip of him saying it, then he goes, well, I didn't mean that. I meant something else. Yes, I'm very happy he rage quit RimWorld. Jesus Christ, man. That was his worst playthrough. Like, I may have clipped it like 2 times. Because I tried. And it wasn't like I didn't try clipping it. I tried. I just couldn't stay up long enough to clip it. It was horrible. It was one of the worst things I ever saw. Because it's like, a game like that, you want to see some... It reminds me a little bit of like Civilization or like the Roller Coaster Tycoons, where you want to see their thinking, how they want to tackle this, how they want to play it. I know how I would play it. I'm not here to tell you how to play it like me. If I want to play it, I'll play it. You know, and he doesn't get that. And him sitting there every single fucking move telling his dents. I was shocked he didn't take a poll for every move. All right, guys, we're going to do a poll. Should I build a wall or should I build a generator? We're going to wait until everyone decides. Consensus.
Continue, guys. Again, if you like this game, please support it. All right? We appreciate that. I honestly have no idea why we have 0 support for the game. I'm shocked. Because I think the game is pretty good. It's pretty original, interesting.
I'm shocked.
And I'm liking it. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm dying and stuff, which is fine.
Yes,
I'll get better at it. The targeting is the one thing that's kind of eluding me right now. But I'm having a good time with it. I'm excited for the story. I want to see what happened, like what made this AI go crazy, want to kill all the people or whatever. And
dude, I'm shocked he hasn't gone with that gimmick yet. All right, guys, we have 2 paths. We could take path A or path B. If you contribute $20, I will let you choose the path. Yeah, I'm shocked. And that'll be coming soon. Don't worry. When support dries up significantly, He's just going to come up with new gimmicks. He's going to come up with new gimmicks. And by the way, the new gimmick he has now is he's going to try to become a clips channel, right? And sadly, I got some sad news for DSP if that's the course he's planning. We'll talk about that in the next segment.
Go from there. Again, is this girl, Diana, is she really there to help you, or is they tricking you in a false sense of security, like to become like a protector of her?
The only thing about April was that he did have that big stream where he made almost $2,000. Where I think he made it was his birthday stream, right? Yeah. If it wasn't for that, he would have been kind of shit out of luck. But yes, he has missed more goals. February was bad. March was bad. April was a little bit better. But again, if you compare his numbers and look at the breakdown, he's essentially pulling in what he was pulling around 2024 before the Kino Casino arc. That's literally what he's pulling in. You know, and I think it's worse off because even back then before Kino Casino, his focus was tips. And tips, you know, tips I think like what 2% of that money goes to PayPal and the rest of it goes in his pocket. So while he was begging for $50 and then $100 and $150, he would hit that on a pretty consistent basis. So even though he might be hitting that 150 goal more often, most of that money is super chats. His biggest haul of money is super chats, and YouTube takes 30% right off the base. So when someone streams and someone does a super chat, they take 30%, boom, out of everything. Membership, super chats, super thanks, whatever. They just take it right out. So it kind of hurts him. Yeah, that's why he's always pushing for that. That's why he loved Kick. He loved Kick because Kick, you know, he kept 95% of Kick money. And when they would do kicks, he would keep all that money. So, you know, he's upset. That's why he's been upset lately, is because the Kick is just dried up. You know, if it isn't for your future step cuck, you know, coming in and dropping support. And by the way, the interesting thing is, did you see that someone has been dropping anonymous subs? The interesting thing there is that every time this person donated anonymous subs, your future step cuck didn't donate. And then yesterday, your future step cuck donated. He donated, I think, 3 subs. And all of a sudden, no one donated, anonymously. No one donated anonymous subs. So I'm pretty sure that your future step cuck is the one support. He's the only one supporting that channel. I mean, even Lance is just kind of thrown. You know, Lance comes whenever there's like a big playthrough or a marathon. That's the only time Lance comes around. I think Lance feels like compelled. He feels guilty. He's like, all right, I gotta support somehow. So it's just insane. Did you make the song? No. I'm not talented enough. By the way, most of the stuff you see here, like I'm not afraid to admit it. My overlays, the music I play, none of it is mine. My intro, none of it is mine. I don't create any of this stuff. All this stuff, it gets created by more talented content creators than me. I pay for this stuff to get made. The music again comes from Meerkat, Dark Side Drill. Very talented individuals that were nice enough to let me use their content. So I give them a bigs up, and I do give them a shout out actually in the description of my stream. So big ups to all of them.
Wondering. So, all right, ready to continue? Here we go. Asking about things that keep popping up. It's troll stuff. Like
It's
someone
troll
said that they watch
stuff.
my content and basically this like other
Here
stuff
it
keeps
is.
popping
Here
up in
it
the
is.
YouTube algorithm. Yeah, because the YouTube algorithm is gamed by detractors and people like that. Like, no exaggeration, they found a way to title their videos, put tags in their videos, and do things on their videos that if you like my content, their videos show up.
Hey,
Even
you,
though
what are you doing,
you
brother?
should be getting my content first and then theirs will show up first because they game YouTube system.
No, Phil. We get more views than you. We get more engagement than you. That's all it is. He really thinks there's some magic trick. You know, he really thinks that a hashtag, he really thinks that me bombing my videos with hashtags is promoting me in the algorithm. No, Phil. First of all, one, I post more content than probably you do. Well, that's the first thing. Second, I post more content than most detractors. Thirdly, I get way more views than you. Even this month, April was pretty slow. April's been slow for everyone. I still probably managed to pull in about 300,000 to 400,000 views more than you did. So that's the reason why I get pushed in your algorithm. It has nothing to do with gaming the system. You know what I mean? Nothing at all. It doesn't matter, okay? It's clever titles, yeah. I think sometimes a little bit of clickbait works, but you've actually been trying to use yourself and doing it poorly. And yeah, people like drama content, Phil. I think you just realized it this week that, yeah, drama sells. Yeah, drama, people do like drama stuff. And I guess every so often when your coffers dry up, you dip your toe in the well of drama content. It's why you did that April 1st, nonsense, that you did, where you crapped on Wings of Redemption for money and LTG for money.
All right. But yeah, just troll stuff happens all the time. It always shows up in the algorithm ahead of mine. That's why I always say to everyone, don't use search to find my stuff. You have to come to my channel in order to find any of my stuff legitimately, or else you'll just get lost in a sea of detractor bullshit.
It's a bunch of stuff. It's clips, it's views, it's your title, it's your thumbnail, it's your community. Like DSP has 230,000 subs. I have 31,000 subs, but I have, if you look at my analytics, my analytics tell me that I have roughly about 38 to 40,000 people, unique people that come watch my content. That's what my analytics say. It's roughly about 40,000. It's about 40,000 people that actually come to watch my videos. Like if you look at, if I were to show you my analytics, and you could do a breakdown of how many unique viewers came to your channel on the regular. And on average, I have about 46,000 unique viewers that come watch my content. Phil, what do you have? I'm pretty sure it's probably a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 if you're lucky. So that's the reason why I get pushed more in the algorithm. My comment section, I get on average at least 200 comments and at least 200 likes on every single video. What do you get, Phil? You get 3 likes and 15 troll comments. That's the reason, Phil. But you don't get that. You need to cope and seethe and complain and say, you need to cope and see. PWR is upset with me because I won't do content with his regarded self. Again, I don't like to do content with mentally mentally unstable people and people that actually do drugs like he does. That's why he doesn't like me. He's been bombing, dude. He was bombing my DMs wanting to do content, and I just had to mute him. And then he started getting other people to come into my DMs to ask me to do content with him, and I said no, thank you.
Bullshit. That's all nonsense.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Thank you for $5.
WWE champions, Phil.
Okay. All right, so we did that max upgrade, and now we can go back. The thing is, do we want to backtrack? Because we could probably get a ton of stuff. Create controversy where it doesn't exist. Nonsense.
Create
controversy. No lie, they'll say right now,
here it is.
Phil hosts a begathon stream where all he does is ask for contributions because he only had $60 playing Pragmata. That'll be their stream. That'll be their whole video they'll make on it. Like, what are you talking about?
All right, I showed you guys the video. So the only video out there that said he made $60 was my video, right? Okay, Phil. All right. And again, I showed the clips earlier where you were saying specifically how you only made specific amount of money on this stream. This stream right here, you were complaining about you only made X amount so far. So why are you coping? Again, I don't understand why he copes about this stuff. I'm just making a factual statement. And by the way, look, Memology. Memology is even getting into the fun. Memology's video yesterday was DSP was nervous as fuck. A $30 Pragmata stream and hates on the game. And big ups to Memology. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of the Clippers. He is. He's the GOAT. But even he's, imploring some of Duty's taxes, which I love. I enjoy that. I don't mind at all. Do you have a video on WWE Champions? I missed out on that, bro. Yeah, I got tons of WWE Champions. Just go into put in Duty WWE. You're probably going to get like 1,000 videos. I used to make videos tracking every dollar he spent when he logged in. I did a huge thing where when he finally admitted to the whole WWE Champions, I have the side scrollers interview where he lied about WWE Champions. Yeah, it's all there, brother. I know I didn't delete any of that stuff. That stuff is all on my channel.
This is a normal stream. We did a podcast. We're doing gameplay. What you're saying isn't factually true.
Yes, exactly. And he doesn't get that. I think he gets it sometimes, but he's so compelled to hold the narrative that he starts coping and seething.
And that's the content they put out, and that will show up in the YouTube search and algorithm before my real content. And then people can't even find my real stream when they want to.
Again, Phil, that is not true. That is not true, Phil. Why are you lying? I might be the first video that pops up, but if I type in DSP or DSP Gaming, your channel is going to pop up. Your channel is going to pop up. You're going to be the first whatchamacallit always. Now, I might own your algorithm where every video will be about me, but to lie and sit there and say no one can find my channel, that's a lie. You could do it right now. Type in DSP Gaming in the search feature and see what pops up.
Goes show how much of a narcissistic idiot he is when he makes up things the detractors might say and then says, "What are you talking about?"
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to show a clip here. He's going to talk about the whole CEO thing right now. I'm going to show a short that I have where he explicitly said what he said. So, GBRC, brother, thank you for the 5. Let's keep, because I think this is the point where he actually does it.
I wish there was a map. There not being a map in this game is a little frustrating. Because like I said, I want to find the things I need to delete to get to the items. Oh, really? Well, it says very soon you're going to get a thing that's going to show you the things in the environment. You probably should wait. Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
Of course you didn't know that.
I keep into backtracking this whole way and find nothing.
Almost like you should have researched before you started playing.
Because I know each section has one. See, I don't think... This is how you don't play? I don't care about that. Let everyone make fun of my gameplay. I don't give a shit.
Oh, he doesn't care about that.
What I care about is when people literally make me out to be something I'm not, outright lie to get clickbait views because they're scumbags who can't get views otherwise. So they just say, oh, Phil's a villain. Look at all these horrible things he did. And then you're like, well, but I never even did it. You know? Some notable things. Saying I rage quit games I literally played to in their entirety. But literally their videos rage quit. What do you mean? I'm still playing the game. How did I rage quit it? You know? Or, DSP said to throw an executive out in the street and shoot them. What? No, I didn't say that. Like, literally never. You can't find me ever saying that. It didn't happen.
Alrighty. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
He doesn't show up when he searches himself, because his own algorithm proves that he is looking at detractors. He's telling on himself.
Sandy, thank you very much for the 5. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Whenever he accidentally he does what the locals do. They show their search history and so on. You see the little bar right here on the side? Oh, you can kind of see what I've been watching lately. And yes, I've been watching telenovela, AI videos. No shame in my game. And of course, Hey Harvey and whatever, right? Every time Phil pulls up his videos or whatever, you always see a detractor on the side. Yes, and I have audio proof of him saying the only detractor he watches is duty streams. So that is a factual statement. Hold on a second. Let me find the clip. I want to find the clip. By the way, you see what I'm doing here? Locales. This goes to all the locales in the world. You see what I'm doing here? Jer especially. Whenever you're not certain of something, but you want to bring something up for your viewers, it's a simple click, brother. All you have to do is just not show your desktop, right? Your screen capture, you just shut that off, right? You find what you need, and then as soon as you find what you need, you then, show your screen capture again. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, come on. I don't want to be here forever. Oh, hold on. Let me do a search real quick. Maybe that might be a little bit better. CEO. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay.
On my
Alrighty. Let me see. Okay, here it is right here, folks. You guys ready? Alrighty. Okay. Challenge accepted. Phil never said to Minecraft CEOs on the street. All right, let's hear his own words.
On my coattails in a very toxic way. They don't care what they say and do to get over. They don't care that they're outright lying and maliciously twisting things for drama purposes. It gets them clickbait views, so they don't give a shit. They'll say things like, Phil said that the CEO of a company should be thrown into the street and shot, when literally I never said that. Not once did those words come out of my mouth, but they'll actually say it in a video, publish it on YouTube, and act like that's okay.
Flashback.
Not laid off, fired, shit canned, thrown the fuck out of the building, felted, kicked in the ass, thrown onto the fucking sidewalk with all of their belongings in a cardboard box, tossed out behind them, and shot all over the street.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby.
All right, let me check that out. All righty. Okay, all right. Okay, challenge accepted and challenge won. That's right. All right, so can we dismiss this bullshit here that Phil never said that? He clearly said that. All right, now he'll try to argue and say, well, that wasn't the context by what I meant. I meant their briefcase or whatever. But okay, we can argue that point, Phil. But you did use those words together. You formulated the sentence. You said CEO thrown out the SHOT word, right? All over the street. I don't know what to tell you, Phil. Those were your words. I didn't manipulate it. Those were your words. That video is still on your channel.
But that's what they said. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's the kind of messed up stuff.
Yeah,
and it just gets worse and worse because they'll completely fabricate stuff. And of course, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it every day. Like, fuck them. I'm not going to pay any attention to it, right? I'll just ignore the bullshit. But then people, you know, they keep hearing toxic
okay, that clip was from 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and he's still belly aching that I made that video.
stuff every day. Like, well, some of it must be true. No, that's
most
just all
of it
the
is
content
true.
They make. They do it literally because they can't make real content. They're reliant on lies to have anyone to watch their shit. It's pretty messed up. And that's like the game on YouTube these days. How extreme can you get saying bullshit about someone? Because they know that the only way to defend against it is essentially a lawsuit, and who has the money and time for that? Almost nobody. So I'm looking for the thing.
Then maybe shut up about it. Honestly, like if you literally can't do anything, Phil, you have a couple options. You could just shut up and not bring it up. Or you can do what you're doing, which is just bitching about it and complaining and making veiled threats. Or you can get a lawyer and lawyer up, brother. I would love, oh God, I would love that. I would love nothing more than be in the court with DSP. Can you imagine how much content I would get out of that? Like it would be literal. It would be like 10 hours of streams in courts with. It would be great. It would be amazing. I would sneak in my camera in the court. I would do a live. It would be great. It would be funny. It would be very interesting.
There's the last one. Oh man, I'm screwed. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, snort court.
I couldn't even see
Yeah, snort court with the handles, all the lawsuits.
it. Oh, where the hell is, look, where is the last one? Oh, what the hell? Well, I gotta retry. So there's one way up high. I was doing fine, and I couldn't see the one that was way the hell up there. We'll break the stream. This will be roughly a 10-minute break. All right, I'll come back and we'll play for until 4 p.m. And actually, I have DSP tries at food coming as well, so there's a DSP try.
Yes, they do. Florida does. I don't think for Superior Court, like there's State Supreme Court, I don't think they do for that one. Like it's on an individual case, but I think just in general, yes.
Tuesday.
Vanguard!
DM's not sure you've seen this one recently.
I haven't, brother. I haven't had a
Phil
chance.
Got interview. And this one, well,
Oh,
very
really?
strange but interesting. Also feel this for Lime upgrade to level 30 aka going into the CNA program.
Wow. Thank you, brother. I will check it out. We'll chit chat. I know you want to hit me up to chat, so we'll definitely check it out.
It's hard to keep track.
He's always felt it. He's continuously felt it. Brother, let me see. EBNS Sports. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate the $2 in support. And again, thank everyone. Thank you guys. Oh, I just want to mention real quick. I haven't done many streams this month, so I haven't been able to bring it up. But if you are a member, don't forget, you can enter the giveaway. I'm having a giveaway. I do it every month for members. Every so often, I'll do one for everyone. This month is just for members. I am going to be doing a giveaway, by the way, in June. Being that I typically go on vacation in June, I'm supposed to be going to Japan this year, so there's going to be a lot of time where I'm not streaming or anything. I like to do a big giveaway of something, so I'm definitely planning something for June. So stay tuned. I'll put out more information. Like last year, we did a Switch 2. We gave away a Switch 2, and this year we'll do something really cool. We'll do a nice we'll do a nice giveaway for June. It's just a thank you for, you know, all the love and support you guys give me throughout the year. I appreciate it. It's people like you. It's donations like yours that allow me to go to Japan and waste money frivolously. I appreciate it.
Tries it after the rest of this Pragmata stream.
Thank you, Jim.
Now,
I appreciate you, bro.
If you're enjoying today's stream, please support it.
Oh,
I
can't wait. I'm very excited. My daughter's super excited. It's my daughter's it'll be her college graduation present. So even though she did tell me she's gonna go for a master's, I guess she doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to get a job, which I understand. But she said she wants to go right into her master's program. So well, this will be her gift for you know, graduating. So it'll be a lot of fun. It's just going to be me and her, actually. So we'll be there for, I don't know. I think we're planning 2 weeks. It may get extended. I don't know. We'll see.
Pragmata.
Yeah, I know. Knowing me, I'll be there and we'll get a tsunami again or something, and I'll be stuck in Japan. I'll be stuck in Japan forever.
Has gotten $15 to support the entire stream. I have no idea.
Oh, Tip, that's awesome. Yeah, my daughter, I told this story before. My daughter wanted to be an artist. And I said, no. I said, no, thank you. No, I didn't say no. I said, look, you could take art, you know, if you want, whatever. You could take minor classes in art. I'll pay for whatever, but you're not majoring in art. I'm sorry. I'm not paying for a major in art, okay? Like, if it was a focus in something like graphical art for, like, marketing, that would be one thing. But she just wanted to be an artist. And I was just like, yeah, there's no money in being an artist. So we decided a business degree in marketing with the focus in graphic design. So she's doing that. So she's very talented. No, not that it's not that I hate creativity. Is that the money, the money for creativity is not large. So I don't want my daughter to struggle. You know what I mean? I want her to have something she enjoys, but something that pays the bills. So, yeah, she took a bunch of electives for art. She took a couple graphic arts, and
God
by
bless
the way,
Judy and God bless the
oh
chat.
my
Much
lord,
love.
big ups, brother. Thank you, Mr. Locale, man. Mr. Locale, friend of the channel, brother. God bless you too, brother. God bless you. And let's not forget, like I always say, big ups to DSP for funding the college fund. That's right. Yes. Oh yes. Ain't no shame in my game. Like I've always said, I've given DSP his props. He always says I never give him props. I give you props, brother. You funded the college fund for the last 4 years, so I do appreciate that, Phil. So anyway, yeah, Phil, you can put that on your resume. The next time you rant and rave, when people talk about you don't have kids or anything, you don't have to support kids, just tell them I paid for Duty's daughter's college. That's right. Yeah, there you go. And I'm going to clap that. Yeah, woo. I appreciate you, brother. She can do what she wants. I'll pay for classes and all that on the side, but I'm not gonna pay for an art degree. I'm sorry. We compromise on a business degree in marketing with a focus on graphic design. So there you go. I'll pay for that because even there she can get a job in a marketing department. So we need some I can oh, she always my little office here is filled with a lot of her art that she does. Like she's made, I showed some art pieces that she made. She was big into perler beads. She would do amazing perler beads. She did a Vader mask for me. She did stormtroopers. She's drawn me as Darth. She's very cool. She's very talented. I'm not. I can't draw stickmen. Like that's how terrible I am. But she has a lot of talent. So, big ups to art. I just won't fund it. I won't fund the college bill for art. No, I'm sorry. It's just there's no money into it.
I'm very confused. You guys seem to like the game when I played it Friday, so I have absolutely no clue why that's changed. I like it, I'm enjoying it, and I hope that you guys are liking it too. If you are, please support the stream in some way. You guys know all the different ways to support, right? You know, super chats, memberships, kicks, subs, or tips.
I agree,
all right, when I come
Kaz,
back,
yes.
I'll do some shout outs, and then we'll continue with the stream. Thanks, guys. I'll see you after this break, but in the meantime, enjoy some of these highlight clips, okay?
Yes, I have two girls, if you don't know. I have two girls. So one of them is special needs. I have a younger daughter who's autistic. She's going to be 20 this year, my God. And then my oldest is 22. So, yeah, I got two girls. That's it. So, yep. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words.
Let's resume. We're going to go to a new area, the Terra Dome, and see what it's all about. And please, again, all I'm going to say is if you can, support the stream. I have no clue why this
By the way, I'm not gonna say it's a PDF game, but it gives me very creeper vibes. It does. Something about that little girl. It gives me the ick a little bit when I watch it, especially when DSP plays it. I don't know what it is, man. It's like it does give me the ick. I kind of agree with that sentiment. That's probably another reason why I didn't buy it.
The stream is so low support today. No idea. Brand new game. You guys liked it on Friday. I liked the game. Having a good time with it. But
I've asked her if she wanted to make me some art. She said no. She was like, no, Dad, I don't want to get involved in your insanity. So I said, okay, that's fine. I respect that. Detracting is, detracting, you have to have the love. You have to have love for detracting. And she didn't want to do it. So,
but it seems like the stream is, I don't know, on the slower side too, even for attendance and stuff for a new game. So maybe, I don't know.
It's very
weird. You tell me. All right, let's continue. Guys, we got about 40 minutes left of gameplay, roughly. It really depends on when my food arrives.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, guess who's back? Ava Cowboy fan, whatever, right? And I have said this before. Ava Cowboys fan, that's Derek. That is Derek. First of all, it's interesting because he spams just like Derek. He says the most nonsensical shit that Derek used to say. Talk about he annoys people just like Derek. And DSP, for some reason, is now protecting him. Or protecting that Eva, whatever the hell it is, that person. Phil is protecting that person. Like he's telling moderator not to moderate that person. Which is very curious. He used to do the same thing with Derek. So I'm not sure. I'm starting to... And then Derek loves sports. So I can see him... he's the idiot that, like he would hit, like all of his channels on all of his handles on Twitter are like Derek loves the Raptors, Derek loves corn or whatever. You know what I mean? Like just everything, he loves something, and he loves sports. So I can see him trying to change it up in on YouTube so that no one knows it's him. But I have a feeling that that's Derek. Ava Cowboy fan is Derek.
For DSP tries it, it sure would be great if you could support the stream in some way.
I don't know. I don't know if they do it.
If you're watching on YouTube, help.
Again, I don't have full. It's just reading the chat, seeing the way Phil defends him, allows that person to spam nonstop, is always asking about stupid shit. Like they'll be playing a game, and the conversation will be about one thing, and then all of a sudden he comes out and starts spamming about Dino Crisis or whatever the hell the game he wants Phil to play. I don't remember the name of the game. And then, it's just like, who used to do that? Derek. Derek used to do that behavior.
Liking the videos, leaving comments if you're watching on demand.
No, he doesn't protect all tards. No. He only protects the tards that pay him and very weird ones. You know what I mean? Very, very weird people. I don't know what it is with him and the weirdos. Maybe he feels a kinship with them and he needs to protect them because he was the weirdo. It's very weird. I don't know. And it's always the ones that are like, what's wrong with you? Like, there's something wrong there. Like, what's wrong with you? And that's Ava Cowboy fan, aka Derish.
That helps a lot. Super chats, memberships or gifted memberships on the YouTube.
That's not true, by the way. That is not true. I've heard that before. Ava does send a little bit of money. Every so often, they'll drop $1 or $5 here and there. Derek has dropped money in the past before. The one thing he would never pay for is for a membership. He would always beg people to gift memberships so he can get one for free. But there have been times that Derek did donate a little bit of money. So I don't want to say he never gave Phil money. He has given Phil some money in the past.
YouTube side, kicks or subs or gifted subs on the kick side. All right, those are all great things.
Yes,
to help out my content. Please do if you can. Thanks to those who have. Obviously.
And again, I don't like using this channel to attack the dents. I leave the civilians alone. The weirder ones like Derek, yeah, you know what I mean? They're a bit insane. The other ones I tend to not bother too much with because I know, they're just whatever. They're civilians. They like DSP. They want to give them money. I personally don't care. Like I know some people hate when people give Phil money. I get it. I can understand the hate. But I personally don't go after them or try to attack them. The only ones are like the weird ones like Derek, but like Jade and like the true fans that like Phil, whatever, you like who you like, you know what I mean? So I don't really try to go after people like that. And if Ava's not Derek, I want to apologize that that's not the case, but I mean that Ava Cowboy fan is sure doing a lot of Derek-esque work there.
With a new release like this, I would like the stream to do a little.
Well, you know what, Derek, remember, Phil has told his viewers in the past, if you're having problems with other content, with other people in your channel, or you don't want people to know who you are, make up a different identity. You know what I mean? So I can see him coaching Derek into maybe changing his name to a female, you know, and not spamming as much as he used to. I mean, I could see Phil coaching Derek on that. So
a little better. I don't know what happened today that it did less than last time, but I am enjoying the game a lot. Like Pragmata, please support it. We do have a little bit of time left before DSP tries it, and it would be great to get some additional support by the end of the gameplay here, but we are nearing the end.
It will be so great. Great.
Tops, but probably we're getting close. And I am going to do another stream of this later in the week. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you still are, please remember to like the videos, leave comments. You can always leave a super thanks on a video after the fact if you like it.
Yes,
I want to say thanks to everyone who is here for hanging out with me for Pragmata. And there will be more coming later in the week. Okay, guys? Thank you for watching. See you next time for more Pragmata. All right. So the food is about to be here, okay? I did say, right? Yes, I did. Cool. The food's about to be here, so I have to shut down and get ready. Okay? Guys, give me a second to set up here.
By the way, this is probably my favorite part coming up. Watch. Let's watch this. You guys are ready? It's all good, Martin. We've been going for like, I don't know, like an hour. We're on the first video, so you didn't miss much.
There's nothing to shout out. No one contributed during DSP Tries It. So, to be honest,
Phil.
I don't know what happened today with Pragmata. The game is good. The graphics remain good. The gameplay elements are interesting with more weapons and upgrades. We had an epic boss fight today that was really cool. The plot is advancing. For some reason, the stream didn't do so well. It did great on Friday, so I don't know what happened today with Pragmata. That's not a good sign. But we are going to do another stream of it on Wednesday. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what order to play. I didn't know if I should do Mouse PI for hire and then Pragmata, or Pragmata and then Mouse PI for hire.
Here it is.
Based on today and based on yesterday, I'm going to do Mouse PI for hire first. All right? So Pragmata will be the late night stream on Wednesday now. Okay?
I wanted to really piss him off, but I didn't have enough space. I wanted to post that Phil wage quit Pragmata daytime streams, because that's what he did, really. He wage quit it. He said, all right, well, no one supported, no one gave me enough money for Pragmata, so I'm going to demote it to the night stream and then bring up Mouse PI. But I should have done that, but I didn't. It's fine. I think I got him pretty good with the whole, you know, he only got $60 for the Pragmata stream. He'll complain about that today, though.
Okay, so tonight on the late stream, fan favorite Pokemon Fire Red resumes. I hope that you'll be here for Pokemon Fire Red on the late stream.
Up,
if not, tomorrow, we're going to do another morning show, a big, hefty stream of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
No, I don't think he's going to wage quit Pragmata because it's a fast game. You could beat Pragmata like in 14 hours, like 12, 14 hours. So he typically doesn't wage quit short games unless there's like no support. Like if the next stream gets like $40, he might wage quit it. But I think he'll just plow through it. Like he'll play it once a week for like a month to try to just beat it, because again, he's too worried about me posting a video saying he wage quit another game. So he'll play through that. It's a short one. Also, Mouse PI, I'm almost done Mouse PI. I think I put like already 10 hours into it, and you know that's another short game. So I don't think he'll wage quit those games.
And tomorrow night will be a late night stream of Crimson Desert. Okay, guys. All right. I hope to see you tonight for Pokemon if you can make it.
Felted. You got felted, brother. You got felted. All right. Okay. So that was yesterday's stream. By the way, the stream that made him rant and rave was the first one here. So the premiere stream, he only made $36 while he was playing it. Yeah, at the end, I think he walked away with $200 or something like that. But he only got $36 during the actual gameplay. And that was because one dent came in. That Joseph Painter dent, who's been in and out recently, he came in and dropped like the $150. So the other dents only could muster up 36 more bucks. So he got upset about that. But again, Phil, I mean, I'm just making a factual statement. You can't be mad or upset with me. I'm making a factual statement. He got like $400 on one stream, then wonders where's... Yeah, he doesn't understand. He really thinks that the infinite money glitch, where several of his dents have a magical Velcro wallet that just pumps out money. He really thinks that. Either that, or he thinks he really has like thousands of supporters, and one or two of them should be able to step up on a rotating basis every stream. That's what he thinks. That's insane. It's insane to actually think that. Like I know sometimes when I'm stream, I'll make like a nice little chunk of change during a stream, and it's, hey, that's great. And then other streams it's like not much, and it's like, hey, that's great. That's more money. That's more money that I had before I streamed. You know what I mean? And he doesn't see it like that. He sees it as like, oh, something must be wrong. What's going on? Wait a minute. You gave me $400 on one stream. Why can't you give me $400 on during the next day? What's going on here? He is very ungrateful. He is, and a lot of it just stems from just worry. He does worry. I'll give him this much. I do think that the whole bankruptcy, the back taxes, I think that traumatized him to the point where he is very concerned with money, like overly concerned, and not. Yeah, a lot of it is greed, but I think it's just more of that fear of falling back into penny pinching every dollar he was making, which is true. So Duty, did you hear him say yesterday he's not a human father? Oh yeah. Well, he's trying to claim that being a pet dad is as significant as being a father to a human. That's what he's trying to say there. When people say he doesn't have a family, so he calls his horse and his cat a family, which it isn't. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not a family. I don't give a shit what you say, Phil. That's not. It really isn't a family. By the definition, it's not a family. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that you don't love the person as much as you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that at all. You know what I mean? But a family has a specific definition. You know what I mean? And it's typically two people and a child, at least one child. That's what constitutes a family. Yeah, that's a household. Yeah, I agree. And again, I'm not crapping on anyone that may not be married or doesn't have kids. I understand different strokes for different folks. I get that. But if we're strictly talking like the definition of the word, no, I'm sorry, you don't have a family, okay? You have a household. I'd be okay with a household. And you can say, I have a cat and I have a wife. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. Or even if you want to say you're a pet dad, that's fine. I had my cat who passed away recently, Rip Blaze. I'm still mourning her, but I would call her, I would say, yeah, she's my little girl. In a sense that she was a girl cat. I mean, that was the sense of it. But if it came to having my chuck my cat, put it this way: if it came to the apocalypse and I ran out of food and the only thing that we had left was my cat, we'd be making barbecue, okay? Because again, my family's more important than the cat, even though I love my cat. But we'd be making barbecue, okay? Just being honest. Just being open and honest, okay? All right, okay. No. Sorry to say, I love my cat, but no, my cat would try to make friends with mice and bugs. My cat was not a fighter at all. Trust me. We would have like a bug come in the house, dude. I had those little lizards. Like I'm in Florida, so I have lizards. I would get lizards occasionally. They would come in my house, like in my sunroom. And my cat would be sitting there looking at it like, oh, are you my friend? Are you a cat? Like, it was so insane. And I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Eat the damn thing or kill it or play with it. No, she'd be like, okay, I guess that's another cat. It was so weird. Duty's eating I'm eating everything, bro. I'm eating the squirrels, the cats, the dogs, everything. Yes, I am Trump. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Apocalypse, yeah, man, you gotta eat whatever. I mean, if you have no option, brother, you just have to do what you got to do. All right. All right. Real quick, let's talk about Phil's new plan here. All right, because I wanna dump a little bit of cold water. Are you my friend? Yeah, I'm everybody's friend. That's right. I'm gonna dump a little bit of cold water on DSP. I did make a video about this, and again, as I called it, people were DMing me saying, "Why are you saying this? Why are you giving me advice? Let him get in trouble." And I'm like, look, he's not gonna listen to what I'm saying. He's not gonna listen to what I'm saying. So whatever, it's fine. When it does happen, I'll be able to point to my video and say, "Told you so." I told you so. But anyway, all right. So here's DSP's latest gimmick, folk. The latest gimmick is he's going to try to kill detractor channels by becoming a clip channel. Okay, and of course he wants to do this the most laziest way possible. Some of his viewers actually gave him some good suggestions. Like, I would have recommended that if he wanted to create a separate channel, call it DSP Classics or DSP Clips, that might be the better way to go, not just flood your content. Or Phil, instead of posting 1 hour videos of your gameplay and your podcast and uploading 8 videos a day, how about you take that 1 hour playthrough and do like a 15-minute segment of your highlights and just post that? That would probably be the best way to do it. But of course, no, he doesn't want to do that. I know. This is why I'm giving him this advice. I'm giving him this advice because I know he's not going to take it. And it's just, I'm creating more content for myself. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm creating more ad revenue for me. Because the moment he no longer does the clips anymore because it's not making him any money, or he got in trouble, I can point to the video and say, I told you so. So, I'm sorry, baby.
She makes like video content of old games. Like
I'm sorry, baby. If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know? I'm sorry. You're being insanely loud. I am.
You're being insanely loud.
I was too loud, guys.
I was too loud, guys.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
By the way, I know we have some new people here. Just want to say, this video, this intro was created from real live audio. So this was a conversation. This was a 2 a.m. conversation, a drunk conversation Wings of Redemption had with DSP while Wings was live streaming. And I decided to recreate it.
I really do. I need that money
in cartoon form. So this is all legit. None of this is fake. Some people think this is fake or AI. No, that's actually Phil, Cat, and Wings talking. The intro is like a minute long. It's on my channel if you want to watch the whole thing, but it's great. This is like a shorter segment of it, but yes, that's I just want to explain the method to my madness and how I come up with intros. It's like a nugget of truth. It woven into every intro. Brother, thank you for the 20. I don't know what that is, but thank you. I appreciate it. I think it's like, I don't know, $3-4 or something like that. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the support. It's very, drop money.
I need those.
Thank you, brother. I do appreciate for the support, brother. If you can give me
His next failure, a clip channel. Phil does not realize people watch detractor channels for the added commentary. God, he is such a lame idiot.
Yeah, and honestly, too, like, I do a commentary video almost every day, at least one. But most of my videos are just clips, right? And my clips get a lot of views or whatever. Get way more than Phil, right? They get way more than Phil does. People are coming to watch my video because they know it bothers DSP. Like, I actually have people that don't even like Phil or like my content, but they come watch it because they know it kind of annoys Phil. Every time I get a video that gets, I don't know, 5, 6, 10,000 views, it pisses Phil off. So they want to annoy Phil. It's not like they like my content or whatever, is that they annoy Phil. So he doesn't get that. GBRC, brother, thank you for the vibe. I do appreciate that. Again, thank you for all of the love and support. All right, so we're going to watch this video. This is Phil with his new scheme. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we want him to lay out his new opus magnus on how it will save the business.
What's going on? So, let's just start right from the beginning of the hottest issue. What I want to talk about.
By the way, real quick. Okay, so let me ask this question real quick. I was going to do it earlier. I'm going to do a poll. So I've been considering. All right. I've been considering. All right, I'm going to do a poll, and I want the honest questions. Okay, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. It's okay. I want honest feedback here. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause. I want honest feedback here. Would you guys want me to edit my videos more? Like, I mean, like, kind of, not like memology, because that takes a lot of work, but something similar, you know what I mean? Just make, instead of just it being a raw clip, edit a little bit more, you know, add some more funny stuff to it. If you guys do, I'm fine with that. Like, I've been thinking about it. I actually bought some editing software for my laptop, and I've been thinking about doing a little bit more editing, like, not just having raw clips, making it a little bit more transformative. And just, you know, giving you guys something a little bit more funnier to watch than just simply a clip. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I am a clip channel, and that's I've always promoted myself as that. But I mean, if you guys are more interested in kind of more of a, you know, edited, cut up video, I'm fine with that. I can do that. I mean, it'll probably mean less videos a day for me, which is fine. I don't really care about that. But if you guys are, if you guys are digging it, let me know. But I need buy-in, okay? Like DSP says, I need buy-in. Let's see. The Kino guys are right about you not skipping lots of pointless minutes and dead air. Yeah, and okay, I think I tried to explain myself on that. I tried to explain myself where the reason why I do that is I want to show who DSP is. Like, I don't think a lot of people know this, but in OBS, you have the ability to pause your recording. So if you don't know, Phil doesn't upload his raw streams to his channel. He privates it or deletes it, and then he records segments of it and then cuts it up into videos. So all of the begging, all of the unrecorded segments, every time he goes on break, he pauses his recording. So you don't see any of that in the videos. And also, whenever he's sitting there waiting for someone to give him a super chat, if you ever notice, his hand moves. He's hitting the pause button on record because he doesn't want that to show up on his streams. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to show exactly what all that is. I got the DaVinci, is it the DaVinci? Whatever, the paid DaVinci one. I know they have a free version of it, but there was some stuff for the paid one. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't that much. But I want to dabble into that a little bit better because I figure what the hell. And it doesn't have to be every video. It could be some videos. You know what I mean?
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Do I have the time? Yeah, I'm not working, bro. I mean, I'm retired. I got plenty of time. I got plenty of time. I got nothing but time on my hands, brother. So, you know what? I'm gonna take your feedback, and then maybe not every video, but maybe every couple, maybe 1 or 2 videos a day. I'll try to edit a little bit more, add some funny clips to it. You know, just kind of do that stuff, just to give you guys something interesting to watch. And then, like, I'll put it in a playlist specifically so that you guys, because some people like that more than just raw clips. So you guys will be able to do just watch that. That's fine. Kino's just razzing. Kino's all right. I've had conversations with them guy in the background. They're all good, man. They just like to razz me. It's mostly PPP. It's all good though, man. And I don't mind being razzed every so often. It's all good, man. By the way, too, thank you, brother, for the 20 check kroner, I think it is. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate that.
About first is the fact that in the last week, I have put up some interesting edited.
I've talked to Raw. He doesn't want to do anything. Like, he doesn't want to do interviews, none of that. So, and it's all good. I respect that. I think he's big on keeping his personal life. He doesn't, he doesn't want to show his face. He don't want people to know who he is. That's all good. I respect that. It's all good.
Highlight videos here on DSP Gaming. Okay. So let's talk about this because this is something that's been discussed ever since the fall. All right, if you guys remember, back when I had my interview with Asmongold.
Gruntled, hey, brother, I haven't seen you in a while, man. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you, brother, for being a member again. Don't forget, drop a comment so that you'll be entered in the giveaway. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being a member.
In November, all of a sudden, I got a big influx of new viewers to the channel. When that happened, the viewers were very confused. They were like, wait a minute. There's like no archive streams up on your channel.
Anonymity?
We can't seem to find
anonymity. Is that what? Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, buggy English mechanics. My apologies.
Your latest content, and I'm like, oh, it's because I do things differently. You know, I've been an 18-year running YouTuber. I used to do videos before anyone even live streamed. So I break out these on-demand videos, and
Raw does. Raw puts in the effort, man, and you know that he's sitting there babysitting those streams, which is tough, man. I mean, he's there from what 2 o'clock 2 o'clock Eastern all the way to 1 o'clock at night. That takes a lot of effort, man. That's why when people say he's stealing, nah, man, that shit is transformative, and he deserved. He earned every dollar he makes on those
Pausing
streams.
the recording is another pointless act with so many detractor channels showing the begging
Yes.
and raw Phil streaming his streams in full.
Yep, and that's why he always tells people, don't watch detractor content, go watch my video. Go watch my, yeah, you want to go watch your video because you carve out all your crash outs, you carve out the e-begging. You know, when people say you e-begged on a stream 20 times, he'll go back and say, no, I only mentioned it once or twice. Yeah, motherfucker, that's because you edited the damn stream. You edited the recording. But if you go to Raw Phil, or you or you even go to Frawny, big up to Frawny. Frawny's actually clipping again. If you go to Frawny, you'll see exactly how many times he fucking begged in a day.
Upload them.
And I wish I was Raw Phil. Those memberships are nice, man. I think he pulls in like 3K and 3,000 members a month, which is really... No, I'm not Raw Phil. Everyone thinks I'm Snore Hogan. I'm not Snore Hogan. If I were Snore Hogan, my channel would have been demonetized for reused content, which is what we're going to get here in this little segment, by the way.
Separately with thumbnails and titles. I put them in playlists, and that's how you can watch my content if you can't be there live. To which the response was, we're confused.
It's all good, Pompey.
Where's the content?
I understand, man.
Where is it? I can't find it. And one of the things that we discussed was the possibility of a clipper or a highlights channel or somewhere where my content could be broken down.
By the way, it's not Darziak. A lot of people thought it was It's not Darziak.
Edited to a way that is more concise, kills out dead time, splits it into specific topics. For a perfect example here, a lot of the times on this very show, I cover multiple topics. Maybe I'll be talking about games I'm playing, then I react to a game trailer, but then I talk about a hot topic in current events or the like. Well, unless you're sitting here watching the entirety of the show, how do you find those topics, right? And to be honest, other people already do that. They're called detractors who steal my content, all right? We're not talking, a fan of mine does it. No, people literally, as I'm live broadcasting, are re-streaming and copying and saving my content so they can clip it out and upload it to their personal channels with no commentary, no criticism. They're just stealing my content raw and profiting off of it, okay? So people said, well, why don't you just do it for yourself? And to be honest, all right, there's a couple things that kind of hold me back from actively doing this, or at least doing it as quickly as I wanted. The primary thing is it's very hard to find someone that you can trust. And what I mean by that is, over the years, I've had a lot of different people who have helped me in various different capacities, whether it's someone who was just a moderator on my stream, someone who moderated my forums back when I used to have them, a webmaster who actually used to run a website for me. Then I have people who help me with my technical setup, with some thumbnails, with video editing, with cutting down my streams, with all this kind of stuff. And,
all free stuff that you got for free.
The thing is, like I always say in life, it's kind of like a revolving door where not everyone has all this time to be helpful to you. I'm grateful for anyone who comes by and helps me out in any capacity, but it's not always possible. Sometimes they'll be here, then they can't be here, then they come back later. You know how it goes.
Oh, I love Snorpernose. Snorpernose is good. Snorpernose is good. She doesn't pump out as much content as she used to, but it's always good for a laugh.
But I stream full time. Like I'm here usually 6 days a week streaming full time. I don't have
it's not Lumix. By the way, Lumix doesn't like okay, I'm gonna give you guys two little secrets here. Lumix doesn't like Phil, and Lumix has his own DSP detractor channel, which I won't name.
Time to sit around, cut down, edit out, and make highlight montages of my own content. I mean, I already do all of the thumbnails and uploading for my content. I don't have time to do highlights too. Okay? And so who do you trust, right? Do you rely on someone who is kind of like someone who you consider maybe like a friend behind the scenes, or do you pay
free work? That's what he meant by it. He meant Darziak.
Pay someone to do it. All right. So here's the truth. It took a while for me to try to figure this out. And finally, I, after having talked to certain people or whatever, made a determination. So here's the thing. There's 4 clips. If you guys have seen them, let me show them to you in case you guys actually haven't had a chance to watch them or you weren't even aware that they existed, because I want to show you how you can find the clips. All right. So here's the deal. Here is DSP Gaming, which, by the way, I love to brag that it's hard-coded to youtube.com/DSP Gaming, because the channel is so old. It's a legacy channel. It's been around since 2010. I actually have that address. Everyone else who makes YouTube...
Phil, bro, I'm the same exact way. What are you talking about? If you type in youtube.com @duty streams, my channel, that's my channel. I think most people have that. I don't know, that it's not a flex, brother.
YouTube channel has to have that stupid ad address, and their real address is a bunch of symbols and bullshit. But I actually have the address. That's the name of my channel, which is pretty darn cool. So, FYI, here it is. And what you do, if you want to see these new highlight videos that I'm uploading, is you simply scroll down the page until you see DSP stream highlights. Okay? What I used this playlist for previously was to find either raw live streams that I thought you guys would be interested in watching, or if I did break out a special video or recorded something that I wanted to highlight.
Hold on. Wait, what's that? Let's see. We'll watch some of the videos. Oh, okay. All right. That's his clip.
This playlist for previously
I thought he was watching my clip.
Was to find either raw live streams that I thought you guys would be interested in watching, or if I did break out a special video or recorded something that I wanted to highlight, I would put it into this playlist. As you can see, I told everyone, don't buy the Virtual Boy back in February. It was a scam, right? I talked about what I thought about Arc Raiders when it came out. I talked about how I absolutely hated the combat of Crimson Desert at launch, and that video actually did pretty well. I have my 2 April Fool's specials, which I have here archived. Then I put my entire birthday marathon on there. And then there's the four more recent videos, which is what I really want to address here today. So starting about a little over a week ago, I quit Street Fighter 6. And I say, what? Yeah, I rage quit it. I had enough of it. To be honest with you, I just don't like the game that much anymore. It was fun the first year to year and a half. I just don't enjoy it that much. It really is a very frustrating endeavor for me to play it. And I said, I got too many other things I want to do. I'm done with this for now. So I dumped it. And I said, well, if I'm going to dump it, let's dump it in epic style. And I had someone make me a cool montage of that stream of me getting my butt handed to me with E-Honda and me essentially crashing out, rage quitting it, and saying, I'm done with this game.
Okay, so what he's trying to do here, he's trying to own the meme. Okay, he's that desperate now to the point where he's willing to do self-deprecating humor. And what did he say before? He said, when you put the clown makeup on, you can't wash it off. And this is you, sir. This is you, sir. Sir. This is you putting on the clown makeup. And like you always say, brother, once you put it on, you can't take it off. And that's what you're doing here. And why? Because you're trying to own the detractors. And listen to me out. I'll give you an explanation.
It's hard-coded into YouTube since 2007.
Big ups and big ups. Yeah, Redbird. There you go, brother. Thank you for the 2. And you deserve it, brother, because you're an amazing detractor. I appreciate. He's so stupid. He's so dumb. He brags about the stupidest shit that no one cares about. But whatever. Okay, so what he's doing here is he's trying to basically own the detractors by taking away their views. That's what he's trying to do here. And I say that because he's doing it in 2 parts. He's doing that, and then what he's also doing is he's trying to starve detractors from content. Why do I say that? Well, 1, he said that's what he was going to do. 2, he's cut back how many weekly podcasts of the Level 1 podcast. What is he doing now? 1 or 2 a week? And then the rest of it are just the morning show, right? And the reason is because I think someone may have told him that your podcast is where most of the detractors get your content. This is where you crash out. This is where you start raging. You start fighting with your You start fighting with detractors. You start fighting with your viewers. You start fighting with the LARPers. And it just creates content. So I think he purposely said to himself, I'm going to cut back I think he first initially said, all right, well, I'm not going to react, which he tried to do, but after like 2 days, he failed that. So then, of course, he must have said to himself, okay, I can't stop myself. It's just part of who I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut back the segment. So that's what he did. So right now we're getting maybe two level 1 podcasts, which is fine by me. I don't care, because he's going to crash out regardless, and I'm going to get my clip regardless. So I think that's what he's doing. I think he's pushing this bullshit so that he can try to felt the trolls. And I'm sorry, brother, it's just not working.
What the hell was that?
Glad to be
Oh my
able to join the live stream
lord!
again.
Oh my
Big ups,
lord!
Duty.
Brother grunted Wookie with the massive call to action. Good lord, that's like 50 members. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. I'm glad to have you here, man. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you. And I believe Gruntled Wookie was the individual style person that, was it last year? He donated massive amounts of money. I think it was him, yeah. And we were able to, what did I get with that? Did I get the Starlink? Yeah, I was ranting and raving. About my brother stealing my Starlink. And yes, my personal whale came out and hooked me up. Thank you, brother. You know what? You're going to get a second round of applause for being so amazing. Eat it, Phil. Eat it. Eat it, Phil.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
Eat it. Thank you, Grotto Wookie. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the love and support. And again, thank you all right? Okay, so I think that's what he's doing here. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to own the detractors. He's trying to felt the detractors by taking our views. But what he doesn't get is people just don't like you, Phil. You're not a likable person. You know what I mean? You're just not a likable person. And it's difficult to support someone you don't like. You know what I mean? It's like people can't do it. And the other thing too is there are alternatives. You know what I mean? If someone really wants to watch your content, one, they can watch detractor content. Two, they can go to Raw Phil. Raw Phil is unedited. You can say whatever the fuck you want on Raw Phil's stream and not worry about getting banned. I don't think Raw Phil has banned anyone ever. Ever. And I know it for a fact because there are people that come in there and just rail on me and shit all over me. And Raw Phil doesn't, and I'm not saying Raw Phil should ban them. It's all good. That's Raw Phil's channel. And I'm not one of those people about censoring, whatever. I just want to highlight a point that even I know that Raw Phil doesn't ban anyone. I mean, you got to be, you could probably spam them word. He may not ban you there either. But again, you can just go there, watch the content, and not worry about the nonsense. And you don't have to worry about Raw Phil every 5 minutes stopping the stream to say, guys, I need some membership, guys. You know, he's not doing that. But okay, let's keep going here. We got a little bit more to watch because I think he's going to continue explaining what he's doing here.
It was done in an entertaining manner, lots of editing and effects and transitions and the like. And it was about a 20-minute video. People liked it, all right? It's been up for over a week now. It's got almost 4,000 views. So, pretty good. And the thing is, I didn't tell anyone I was going to do it. I didn't tell anyone that I was working on it. Now, let's be clear. Am I the person making these videos?
No.
Am I paying someone to professionally make these videos?
Yes, I am.
So, that's why they look so good. You know, I don't have...
Bro, I saw it, man. I'm telling you now, Phil, whatever you're paying for this, I think you're overpaying. It's basically, it looks like something I would have done using a phone app for editing. It's not that great. And like, I know they tried to do the zoom, like the Lumix zoom, and that just looked janky as fuck. So whatever you're paying for it, I think you're paying a little bit too much. Here's some advice. You might want to put him on a retainer base, like say, okay, look, I'll give you X amount every month, but you know, whether you do 5 videos for me or 20, you're gonna get the same amount. I think you might be better off that way, Phil, because if you're paying, I'm guessing $30 to $45, probably about $30 to $35 per video, you're not gonna make that ever back in ad revenue. No way, not with 4,000 views. I believe for every $1,000 you get about $3 to $4 in ad revenue. So, no, unless, and I guess Phil's tactic is eventually these will catch on. More people would want to watch this nonsense, and he'll make more money, and then it'll pay off for itself. I guess that's the plan. I think some of this too is I think he's trying to take the quarterings approach here, where he knows that his views are sub 400,000 a month, and he hates when we highlight the fact that he has less than 400,000 views a month. So what he's trying to do here is with this added regurgitated content, he's trying to make it seem like his view count is higher than what it actually is, when he's really just reusing content. Now, the reason why I want to bring this up is because I am, of course, a connoisseur and very knowledgeable when it comes to the YouTube monetization system. I've actually helped about 20 detractors get their monetization. Some of them who lost monetization, I helped them get their monetization back. If I know a little bit, and I actually do the legwork, I do know a little bit about the YouTube's monetization system, and I have been in contact with a few people in the past about my channel and stuff like that. Mainly the last time I had the issue with Keemstar and all that. So I've been able to talk to people. Yeah, I saw I did talk with Ludwig, and that sucks that happened to him. The Ludwig thing, I think what killed them was the AI content. That's what killed Ludwig. And it's funny because I actually mentioned to that about a month ago and said, you know, you got to be a little careful with that AI stuff because YouTube is demonetizing channels for the AI. Like they won't send you a message and say, hey, you can't monetize this. They'll just demonetize you. You know what I mean? Which sucks. So I think I think he decided he's going to keep doing the AI stuff, which is cool, man. You know, you do you. He has a Twitch channel, by the way. He streams on Twitch, so hopefully he'll make some added revenue there and he's good to go. So let's just hope. So anyway, right? So DSP has decided what he wants to do is he wants to double dip. And this has been a contention with me and him for a while, where, you know, if you know, DSP does a lot of stupid shit, and most people think he shouldn't be on YouTube. He should be deplatformed. He should be, at minimum, demonetized because he doesn't align with the terms of service. I agree with a lot of that. My biggest argument for why he doesn't align himself, and I'm not calling for him to be demonetized. I don't want to hear him saying, or one of his dents saying, Duty said you should be demonetized. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not about deplatforming people. I'm not about demonetizing channels. You guys know me. I tell you guys, I don't even give a shit that people give him money. I don't care. I honestly just don't care. Okay. No, I'm not demonetized. I'm good. I'm not demonetized. I've been demonetized, and I've talked with some live YouTube people, and I've gotten some information, so I'm able to share here. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you guys an experience that I had once. So I had a channel called Local TV, which was before Local Live. And what I did was I did some restreams of Phil on that channel. I also clipped some content, right? It was almost a mirror of what I was doing with my Duty Streams channel, right? That channel was up and running for about 6 months. A couple of you guys, like Paul and a few others, were there, and they used to watch the Local TV streams, right? And they used to, Paul used to watch it, and a few others, right? And I got it to get monetized. It was monetized for 6 months, and then one day YouTube sent me an email and said the channel was demonetized. So I reached out and said, why was it demonetized? They said reuse content. And I was like, what do you mean reuse content? So I spoke with the rep, and they said, well, you have 2 channels, and you're essentially double dipping on ad revenue with these clips. So the system looks at it as you double dipping. So that's a no-no. That's reuse content. So I said, oh, okay. And I thought about it, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to sunset the channel anyway because I didn't plan on doing it for a long time. I really didn't care. So it's fine. I didn't fight it, right? DSP for a long time has been kind of doing this. So what he does is he monetizes his podcast, his stream, his live stream. He monetizes it. So you get ad revenue. He makes ad revenue off of it. He monetizes it, whatever. That's fine. What he does when he's streaming it is he's clipping those videos. At the end of his stream, he privates or deletes those videos. I think he privates them. He privates them, right? He privates those videos. And then what he does is he takes those clips and then post those clips, and he monetizes those videos, right? In my eyes, that's double dipping. That's double dipping because you already got paid for that content, and now you're reposting it, and you're trying to make it seem like it's new content and putting ads on that. That's a no-no. But some people might argue, well, he doesn't have both up. Like, he doesn't have the live stream up, and he doesn't have the video up, the clip up, right? Okay. I can see that argument. If he were doing that, where if he was leaving up his live stream and monetizing the live stream up and then clipping it, yes, that would be double dipping, and he would be flagged for that. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you can have clips and you can have your live streams, right? But you can't monetize both. Like, my suggestion to him would have been, leave your live stream up. Don't monetize the live stream after it, after it goes down. Don't monetize it, just shut off ads, and then clip videos and run ads on the clips. That's perfectly fine. I think that's okay. That's not a problem. He ran into a problem last month when he started leaving his live streams up and then also clipping his videos because he was monetizing both content. And apparently someone got to his ear and said, you're going to get demonetized for reused content. So he came back and said, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, no thank you, I'm not doing it. Well, I guess like a month later, someone convinced him that you should do clips and you should edit these clips out. The problem lies again is he's posting the raw clip videos on his channel, right after his stream. He's slapping ads on those videos, and then he's doing these montages that are slightly edited, right? But most of it is the content that he already posted and has monetized. Like that Street Fighter thing, 95% of that video was content that he already has posted on his channel, which is being monetized. So if he's going to be doing that, he could get demonetized for reused content. And again, there's no rule in the monetization program that, if 20% of your content reused, they'll flag it. No, it could be one video. And the algorithm can find your video and say, wait a minute, you already posted this before. It's still live on your channel, and you're running ads on this. You know what I mean? The only instance I know where you can't do that, or you can do that, where you can do that, is shorts. Shorts are perfectly fine. I think YouTube allows you to monetize shorts and the regular video at the same time. That's fine. Other than that, no, you may get slapped with the whole reused content, right? So again, Phil, you do what you want, but you're opening yourself up for demonetization here. If Phil emails me or DMs me and says, "Duty, what should I do?" and I'm trying to be not a detractor, you know what I mean? I would say, look, stop, don't post either. Like take your raw hour clips and edit them down to 15 minutes. Show your highlighted whatever for that hour playthrough. Make it 15 minutes and just post that. And then post your podcast. I think that would be perfectly fine. That would be my suggestion to him, but he's not gonna listen to me because I'm a dastardly detractor who hates him. Does it matter? Surely he makes little pennies from it. Really doesn't. It really doesn't. But I think, like I said this before, his views are better when he edits the videos. Like, for example, the Street Fighter one got 33,700 views. His one about the Kino and quartering rant got like 6,000 views. He's not getting that on these little fucking playthroughs. He might be lucky if he gets 300 views on a gameplay video. He might be lucky if he gets 200 on his podcast. No one's watching that shit. So what's the point? What's the point? You know what I mean? But anyway, I just wanted to highlight that fact because apparently he's trying to run a new gimmick here where he's trying to own the detractors. He's trying to double dip here, and he might be running into issues with YouTube. That would be glorious. Can you imagine the demonetization arc? Now, I don't think, now for Phil, being that Phil has been on YouTube for a very long time, and yes, as much as you despise him, he's a known person. I would think that he would probably reach out to Keemstar or someone and get someone would help him get his monetization back. So what he would have to do is go back, delete a bunch of videos, and then he would eventually get his monetization back. He would. I think that's how it would have turned out. But it would be funny as fuck if he was demonetized for like 3 months. That would be great. 90 days. Remember, I was demonetized for 90 days. So it would be pretty funny. That would be a funny arc. Now, I'm not saying I want that to happen. Again, guys, I don't want anyone saying that I called for Phil to be deplatformed or demonetized. I've never said that ever. At that, I always say, let him do his content. I'm going to clip him and I'm going to show who he is. And yeah, so, but if you want to, that's fine. Me personally, I don't play that game. So, you know what I mean? I really don't care. He's my entertainment, okay? Don't take away my entertainment. I'm not ready to lose my entertainment yet, okay? I watch DSP Morning Show every time, but have not subscribed to Phil. Yeah, I mean, and again, you can always watch it on Raw Phil. Raw Phil has it, so I mean, you can watch Raw Phil. All right, so more to come on the whole clip saga, clip art. This might be an issue eventually, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this and see what happens. I think ultimately what's going to happen is he's just going to grow tired of it. He's going to grow tired of paying someone to do the edited videos. He's not going to get the views he wants because he's talking about he needs to get at least 10,000 views on a video to make it worth it. he's not going to get 10,000 views on any video. So to him, it's going to be the YouTube Shorts all over again, where he thought he was going to make bank. He thought it was going to save the business, and it didn't. So, did you see Rich is wanting to box the court? Oh God, man. Rich is that hard up for cash, man? Really? Really? Phil, what happened, man? Juicy Booch and the other guy aren't dropping 50 subs and 50 members anymore, man. That's insane. Nah, man, don't do that, man. You're too old for that shit, Rich, man. Just stick to watching YouTube clips and DSP clips and bashing Trump. Just stick with that, man. Good God. All right, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. By the way, if he does lose monetization, be prepared for like a week's worth of rants. We all remember what happened when he lost his monetization on Twitch, and that was what, a 2-3 month saga. And till this day, he still shits on Twitch for that. This might be even more worse or epic, because can you imagine him trying to survive on Kick subs? And there's no way that the dents are going to go over from YouTube to Kick. Like those people that refuse the hardcore dents, I can't see Jade moving over. Can you imagine Jade in the Kick chat trying to get Phil's attention? Getting spammed by emotes and everything? No, it won't work out, man. That would be insane. I mean, right now, what is he getting? He's lucky if he cracks 20 subs a week. Jeez, man, that would be insane. You think he would lose his monetization? We know somebody protects that. I mean, the issue is that I think the whole reused content, that's an automated process. So YouTube's system, this is my understanding. This is what I was told by the representative when I spoke with them. Their automated system reviews your content. And what it does is it flags it. They said that they believe what it is that the algorithm is set for a percentage threshold. Like if you ever go into your YouTube studios, if you do content, you go into YouTube studios, you can actually see any other video that borrowed your content, and you can see a percentage that you used or they used of your content, right? And they use that information to base copyright. So if someone files a copyright against my video and they said I used 30% of the whatchamacallit, YouTube will use that information to either grant a copy strike or not. So I believe there's something like that when it comes to reuse content. And if you're continuously reusing content, it will flag your channel and say, this person isn't following the monetization, the terms of service for monetization, and it will automatically demonetize you. I believe that's the way it goes with the whole monetization or not. It's very similar to my channel warning this morning, where their AI picked up the banana song and thought that it was sexual content. And there's nothing sexual about it other than, the system assuming banana means penis, and, squeeze banana meant something else. That would be the only thing that would consider it sexualized. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on this. We'll see what happens. It should be some good shit coming down the pike. We'll see. I think personally, if I had to put money on it, I think he'll do this for another month. And then once somebody's going to ask him in a chat and he's going to say, oh yeah, I'm not going to do that. It just wasn't worth any money. It wasn't worth paying the editor, and he's not going to do it anymore. So that's what's going to happen there. That's my guess. That's what happens there. All right. We did get a mission the other day. By the way, this was a good one. Apparently DSP blamed detractors for why his channel was dying, and also tried to blame us for why Panda Lee left. So let's watch this video, folks. It's a short one, but I thought it was really good. It was a very small little segment where DSP tried to blame detractors for why Panda Lee left. Let's watch it.
She makes like video content of old games, like Juggernaut.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know? I'm sorry. You're being insanely loud. I am. I'm sorry.
Dude, every time I watch this clip, I envision Kat like just giving him this grin of hatred and pointing her fat finger in his face, saying, "You're being extremely loud," or "You're being insanely loud." and probably wanting to say you effing idiot, and probably didn't say that because she knew she was on the phone.
I was too loud, guys.
I got feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys. It's my least favorite piece of furniture. I don't know if I have a favorite piece of furniture, honestly.
Great
Rebel Yeller
content
says
there,
LTG would
brother.
ban someone for asking that. Yeah, but he's a fucking weirdo. You know, he doesn't have normal social human behaviors. He wants.
By the way, if you guys want to know, my favorite piece of furniture in my house is my bed. My mattress is amazing. I have a very amazing mattress.
People to watch him stream all day, but then if they dare to ask him a question that like has something interesting, like,
Snack
I want to know a little bit more about you,
stains.
he thinks he calls them like a zesty, homo, and accuses them of having a crush on him, and he bans them. You know,
All
he's
right,
a fucking disturbed individual. How did the support of the cushions affect my morale? Oh, it absolutely crushed my morale. Imagine. You're psyched. You're pumped. You're like, wow, what a great day I got coming up. We got a great new game that everyone wants to see me play. An audience that's rowdy and excited. Let's go. And you jump, you sit down, you sink right in. You're like, like sucked in. Like, oh, I hate it. Well, now I try to stream. Hi, everyone. Oh, how you doing today? Sorry, hold on. Let me try to prop myself up.
I have a Dream Cloud mattress. They're epic. They're very good. They're worth it. If you have a history of a bad back, they're great. I've had it for like 4 years, 5 years. It's amazing. It's like, I don't know. It's like sleeping on cat.
Oh my God. Zero support. That's right. Zero support. What's going on, Uniqueness? He says, I'm buying Mouse PI for hire right now for $30. I'm going to get Pragmata next. Sounds good. Great. Both great games, in my opinion. Both exceptionally good. In a year in your head day, I don't think he meant to say head day. Maybe he meant to say heyday. How much money were you blowing through a year, like the time when you had the couch? Mr. Magikarp, what are you talking about? In my heyday? That was before I ever moved here. Like my days of having maximum viewership was probably around 2010, 2011, maybe 2012. There was a time when my channel was bringing in 12 million views a month. I think I peaked at 12 million at one point. On average, it would probably bring in between 5 to 10 million views because it would fluctuate greatly depending on the new releases and stuff that came out in a month. But at the end of the year, my channel would blow up in popularity on YouTube. So is that what you mean? Because if that's what you're talking about.
Gee, and look at you now, brother. Barely cracking 400K, panhandling like an e-beggar. Man, yeah, you know what I mean? It reminds me of like a millionaire. Someone who's a millionaire that had like 50. It reminds me of a lotto winner. Someone that got $50 million straight cash in the bank, and 2 years later, the flat broke. That's what DSP reminds me of.
I didn't blow through money. What I did is I paid off all my existing debts at that time. Okay. The only thing I didn't have paid off was my mortgage. That was it. And then I started.
By the way, which he could have paid off easily. He spent way over $300K on his mortgage. If you're curious what he spent on his house, he paid $250 for it. He could have paid his house off and been perfectly fine. And again, I know that DSP can't, I know he has a problem like stepping through things or stepping through processes, right? And what he doesn't see here is the mere fact, okay, he looks everything as an individual instant, right? I didn't pay my taxes. All right, that's one instant. I didn't pay my mortgage off. That's another instant. Yeah, I blew 300K on WWE Champions. That's a different instance. You know, those are three problems or three issues. When he can't see that one impacted the other. If you didn't spend 300K on WWE Champions, you could have paid off your house. If you would have paid off your house, you could have stopped streaming or went to part-time, become a part-time streamer, and get yourself a real job. That would have taken so much of the burden and the pressure off of you to constantly stream 13 hours a day. You would have been happier. You would have been at ease. You would have had more time to spend with Panda Lee. You know, maybe she wouldn't have decided to get up and leave. You know what I mean? You see how one problem or one issue that you caused, how it had a downstream effect. He doesn't see that. To him, it's like, oh no, just because I spent my YouTube check on statues, that was just one problem. Yeah, if you didn't spend, you know, thousands of dollars on these stupid statues that were worth nothing, you would have had more money saved up. Maybe you would have maybe, just maybe, you would have had enough savings to pay off your tax bill, the $16K, and you wouldn't have had to file for bankruptcy. You see how all these small, maybe, Phil, if you didn't move to Seattle and rack up, what, $300-400K in debt just for moving to Seattle, maybe if you didn't do that, maybe, just maybe, you wouldn't have the issues, you know what I mean? But he to him is like, no, that was just one issue in the past. Yeah, but do you see how that one issue impacted so many other things? You know, he doesn't see that. Or he refuses to see it. That's probably the real answer. He probably refuses to see it because he knows that he would have to, the blame would fall on him. And of course, he does nothing wrong.
Having money, saving money in a savings account so that I could have money for a move because I wanted to move out of Connecticut.
Yeah, where's Mia? Are you here, Mia?
Savings account.
Here it is. Mia's here.
Yeah,
Mia, I think Mia's a psychologist. Yeah, he's made, if you take all the money he's made on YouTube, it has to be close to $2 million. $2 million. Most people don't make $2 million in their whole history of working. Like, on average, I've read somewhere that the average person will make about $1 to $1.5 million working 35 years or whatever it is. I think the average person works about 35 years until they retire. They make about $1.5 million. That's what they earn. Now you got this dunderhead who is playing video games and made probably close to maybe what, $2.5-3 million, maybe more depending. And because of his addictions, he couldn't control himself and he spent all of it.
Oh, I did blow money on dumb, frivolous stuff back then. Like you would see, I have a new statue, and those statues weren't cheap. The cheapest statue I bought was probably like $200. Some of those were like $400 or $500 statues I was buying and just setting up in my condo in Connecticut, bachelor pad or whatever. But all that money went away when I moved. Seriously, when I moved, I bought this house. All right, that in itself, huge down payment. And the cost of furnishing the house, moving across the country, all my shit. I moved.
First of all, that's not true. Like, most mortgages are conventional mortgages, 20% down payment. That's a lot. But you ended up getting FHA. This was your first home. You more than likely went through the first time buyer's program. So you ended up actually getting federal credit. So your down payment maybe was about $3,000 or $4,000 on a $250,000 home. Yeah, you probably had to cough up about $3,000 for your down payment. So this isn't like you had to come up with 20% on your property. And yeah, it's been confirmed. He has an FHA loan. You can see that information is published. It was part of the bankruptcy thing. He ended up getting FHA. So FHA is, I think, 3% of the down payment, and you get the first time buyer's program. And knowing him, he probably requested buyer's assistance. Or seller's assistance. So the seller probably gave him some money too. So anyway, all right, keep going.
Moved all my shit, and that cost a ridiculous amount of money. I got ripped off doing that. And then there was the travel cost, because I actually had to scope out homes. And so I actually had a whole trip out here to scope out homes. It was a whole expensive trip.
I don't know about the condo. I think if I remember correctly, I don't think he took out a mortgage for the condo. I think the condo was just rent. He was paying rent on it. So because I know with condos, there's two situations where, yeah, you can outright buy a condo or you can rent a condo. I think he was renting the condo. Wasn't he renting the condo? I thought he was renting the condo. Like he was renting to own the condo. I can't remember. If I'm wrong, okay, fine, I'm wrong. But still, even though I'm assuming he probably went through FHA, which is typically the lower rate. It got foreclosed. Yes, it did get foreclosed. Yes, it did. Well, as part of the bankruptcy, he gave up ownership of the home. So whoever the condo association took back the property, resold it, and then he had to pay back I think the only thing he had to pay back was he had to pay back the HOA fees that he racked up for like 3 or 4 years.
Like tourism and scoping out potential.
He bought it. Okay, I was wrong then. My bad. My bad. If you think he bought it, cool. I know with condos, there's a couple of situations with condos. You can actually rent a condo versus buying it, or you can rent to own a condo. Some condo places, they let you buy from them. So you're essentially renting, but you're renting to own. I thought that was the situation. Okay, he got him. Okay, so he ended up getting a bank note for that. Okay, got it.
houses before I moved here. And then there was the actual trip out here to
the
move and
seller
then
had
buy
big boobs?
everything for the house from the ground up.
I mean, you know, that's a good reason for buying a house, brother.
All the furniture, everything. Immediately I bought a new PC and everything.
Well, I think he paid what, $100,000 for the condo. The condo was the Wakanda was $99,000 or something like that. I think Dark Daves can tell me. Does anyone? I think he paid like $99,000 for it. But again, he could have stayed there. He could have paid off the Wakanda in Connecticut and been debt free. Either way, he had enough money where he could have paid off the Wakanda in Connecticut and paid off the Wakanda in Seattle, in Renton. But he refused to do that because to him, statues and mobile games were more. I don't know. That was a better retirement plan. I don't know. Just that he bought it because he wanted to get into the co-workers pan. Oh yeah. He's so fucking desperate, man. And again, you see, he's so awkward. He's so socially awkward. He doesn't know how to meet women and interact with women that he has to go to these lengths to try to connect with a woman at a job or online. Good God, man.
And all of that. So basically what happened was I had a bunch of money. I moved out here. I blew all the money and then some, getting myself into big debt with the furnishing of the house and everything. And my idea was, I've told this many times before, don't ever get yourself into this problem.
Again, brother, why didn't you bring your furniture from the Wakanda in Connecticut? Again, you don't need to buy new furniture into a home. I mean, I think every home I've ever purchased, I brought my old furniture if it was in good there's not, again, he's so fucking dented. He probably thinks there's a rule. There's a life rule that if you move into a new house, you have to buy for all new furniture because feng shui doesn't allow you to bring your own furniture. Or there's some type of law that you can't bring. He's so fucking stupid. God, do you believe the story about the tournaments? He said he had enough money to travel to tournament. Well, I mean, it was just him paying for a fucking plane ticket or driving. Yeah, I can see that. But again, what he ended up doing there, Zarg, was he put that shit on credit cards. So, yeah, I can see that. I think he did that. And there's enough footage out there where you can see him at tournaments, yeah. What are your thoughts on the theory that Phil didn't leave the Snort Fort in years? He does grocery shop. Oh, I brought up I think he has Walmart Plus. I think he has Walmart Plus. Walmart Plus does the deliveries. And the reason why I say that is because the what was it? The drinks that he would get. Remember those sugar-free drinks that he would buy? Those were the Walmart brands. They were the Walmart brands. So I think he ended up getting and I remember one time someone brought it up to him. They said, oh, you know, Walmart has this new Plus program. It's very similar to Amazon's Prime, where they can deliver your food. He looked that shit up and he was like, oh man, bet $100 a year just to have all your shit delivered, bet. No, I think he goes out. I don't think he does as much as he claims he does. I think every Saturday he goes to the food shopping. And then he comes home and just stays home all fucking day. They order DoorDash, Cat plays her fucking simulator games or Skyrim, and he's on his phone the whole day. To him, that's the day off.
Don't assume that just because you're doing good today, you're absolutely going to be doing good tomorrow. Because I made the false assumption that I would at least keep doing as well as I was doing. And what ended up happening was there was a big fall off. Like I got a bunch of false copyright strikes against my channel and a bunch of trolling. And all the positivity that I had against me fell off, and my income severely declined over a course of like 3 years when I moved out here. I no longer could make the payments on shit that I'd racked up. You know, I'm assuming I'm making this much so I could do a payment here on this and a payment here and pay it down. I ended up doing minimum payments on everything, which means it never goes away. It just means the debt stays there forever and it starts to balloon. And now I can't afford the things out here. Basically, I was living beyond my means because all these things happened all at once. It was like a shitstorm all at once of all these negative things happening. So I wouldn't wish that upon my biggest enemy. Living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing how you're going to pay for shit. It causes emotional stress. It causes mental, things going on. It essentially was a major thing that crushed one of my relationships. This is bad. So that's what happened. It effed me up, really, to be honest. And that's mostly on me. Like I said, 80% me, 80% bad choices I made.
80%.
20%, I would argue, the negativity on the internet and the people taking away my income. Because if my income had remained the same that it had been, maybe I would have been able to pull myself out of that situation. But my income dipped dramatically by people messing with my channel on the internet, and that also just hurt a lot. So
there you go, folks. That's right. Detractors. Yes, detractors. Evil AJ. Kiwi Farms, Mighty D, Dark Days Mirror. Who else was back there? Who else was detracting back then? You guys are the reason why DSP lost everything. You're the reason why he didn't pay his back taxes. You're the reason why he filed for bankruptcy. You're the reason why he racked up $500K in credit card debt. Yeah, Tevin. Let's forget Tevin. You're the reason why Pandali had to become a gold digger and leave him after he became broke. That's right, because that's what he said. Let's not forget he said that. He said that Pandali, the reason why Pandali left was because they were broke. And she was a gold digger, and it wasn't that she didn't like or didn't fell out of love with Phil, or maybe realized this is an old grandpa she's dating, or the fact that he was probably never going to marry her. No, it wasn't that. It was that detractors ruined the business, and Pandali was a gold digger. That's right.
Panda saw the nasty garage and booked it.
I don't know what was going on there. I think really what ended up happening was I think Pandali thought that she was going to live I think she thought she was going to be Marcia. I really thought that she thought she was going to live the PewDiePie story, where she would find herself a YouTuber, hook up with the YouTuber, he would become wildly popular, she would become popular, she would become liked, she would have her own channel, she would stream her own content, make her own money, while her husband was playing video games, making money. And then she realized that that was not going to happen. And then she put up with a lot of DSP's abnormalities, because I don't think she knew that was abnormal. And then when she was forced to get a job and interact with people her age and normal people, and probably hearing their life stories and how they met their significant other, and what she probably said, fuck, what I'm doing is not normal. This is weird, right? And the fact, too, that they had a 10-year age gap. I mean, Phil was in his mid-30s, so he wasn't up for doing anything. Fuck that. Fuck the dating. Fuck the going out. Fuck doing stuff. Forget that shit. He thought he already nailed down soulmate. That's right. That's what he thought. And she was like, nah, I want more to my life than this nonsense. And some people speculate that she may have met someone and she started hooking up with someone. I could see that. Because the one thing, I'm not going to claim to be an expert on women, but I've seen enough stories where a woman in a relationship is feeling ignored or feeling some type of way, and the male is who they is, and that female gets a little bit of attention from somewhere else, and she likes the attention, and things just happen. You know what I mean? That may have happened. Yeah, that may have happened. Yep. She just figured it out. Yeah, and then she got older too. That was the thing. What was she? She was 17 when they started talking. They moved in together when she was 18? Right? 18, 19? And that lasted what? Into what? 2020, 2016? Right? 2016? So, I don't know how old the Pandali was, but she was in her mid-20s. And she was just like, yeah, this isn't what I signed up for. So and she saw too that she wasn't going to get rich with her soap scheme, so she just bounced. All right, folks. Well, I'm glad that DSP is now blaming detractors for his failed relationship. Trust me, the moment that cat bounces, and that's going to happen, divorce court for life. It's going to eventually happen. He will just blame detractors for all of his problems. He will blame Tevin for the Halloween stream, and it was that moment that the relationship was broken because of Tevin and his trolls. That's right. When Tevin and his mass army of detractors called Cat a horse and a broke steampunk witch, that broke the relationship. It can never recoup after that. So, good God. Alrighty. She was just, I think Dendoko Island was she was just tired of Phil asking, and she finally said, "Fine." She probably said, "Okay, I'll do it, but you're gonna have to give me 3 orders of DoorDash a day now." And Phil said, "Fine." So that's probably why. Yeah, Tevin made her cry with those raccoon eyes. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So I think we've covered that. Let me give my thoughts on Jer real quick. So I did make a video real quick. By the way, my first Jeremy video, the quartering, made like 20,000 views. Big ups. Did Phil monetize her ER story? Who, Cats or Pandalee? Yes. Oh, yeah. We did a live viewing of it. The cartoon of Phil explaining the whole give her a pill. That was fucking amazing. That was after they broke up, though. Yeah, she was a broke steampunk witch. I don't know what the fuck she was trying to pull off, but she tried something. Anyway, I forgot my train of thought. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, the Jeremy thing. Yeah. The Jeremy content's been doing pretty well. Like I stated earlier, I think PPP and Kino Casino, I think Kino Casino made a mistake leaving for the week. I think they may have lost a little bit momentum. I think if PPP and Worski were there last week, and they would have just hammered Jeremy, that probably would have done a little bit for their channel. Like what I'm noticing now is, of course, just like anything else, there's not as many people talking about it. There's not as much attention on it. People are kind of moving on. You know what I mean? And I even noticed that in my views. Do you think their channel will return? No, I don't. At this point, it hasn't returned yet. I don't think that's a good. I think this is what might be happening here, and I don't know. I'm just speculating, right? I'm speculating. I don't really know. Gruntoboki Duty. Not the update on anything, but it seems like the quartering is the wealthy version of DSP. And again, I'm not even sure if that's true. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the money is phantom money. A lot of it is phantom money when it comes to the quartering. And it's really weird. I mean, I was watching someone. Oh, I did talk about, there was a gentleman by the name of Luther or something. I talked about it yesterday. It's in this video right here. Jeremy apparently flagged his channel because he did a really nice piece on the coffee company and how, he thinks that's a scam. And I agree with that. I think that's essentially him buying great value brand coffee and repackaging it. And there are companies that do that where they just buy generic coffee beans off the coffee bean market, and then you pay them for whatever you want them to package it, whatever. You pay them a fee, and then they ship that shit out. They drop ship it. I think that's what he's probably doing with his coffee brand. He's trying to claim he has this whole manufacturing process, whatever. I don't believe it. All right. So as it relates to the Kino channel, I don't think they may get it. I think there might have been an issue, and again, I don't know. They're claiming that the channel belongs to the editor, right? There could be an issue there that maybe Andy's name was tied to the channel somehow. Or if it may have been owned by Andy eventually, but it technically is run by the editor. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, but I find it pretty weird that they haven't been able to bring the channel back, especially if the channel was owned by the editor. If the channel was owned by the editor and they banned it for ban evasion, right? They should have been able to bring the channel back without any issue. Because even if, let's say, Kino Casino may have been banned, at one point, they're really not ban evading. Like their channels, the Kino Cathedral channel, which is PPP channel, that's active. Andy's Worski channel was banned, but he was reinstated last year. So again, I don't know what happened. I think what may have happened was that they banned Andy's channel first. And Andy's channel might be tied to the Kino Casino clip channel, and then they banned the Kino Casino channel, saying that, well, Andy was ban evading and he owned that channel, so they have to ban that channel as well. It's a big confusing mix-up. You know what I mean? It's some crazy shit. Personally, if the editor was running it, it should be unbanned. I don't know why. So it's a little confusing that nothing's been done yet, and it's been over a week. So at this point, I don't think the channel is going to come back. The other fact, too, is I'm seeing that Worski is posting a lot of information that they're going to be posting on Rumble. the Clips channel on Rumble. They're going to be doing a Patreon where you can go and watch it on their Gumroad channel, whatever. So it sounds like they're ready to just give up on YouTube and move to Rumble and whatever. So we'll see. That should be interesting. Don't forget, Andy is double-digit IQ. I like Andy. Andy's a good dude. I don't know. A lot of people hate on Andy. I know he's done some stupid shit in his past, but I kind of like Andy. Of the two, I like Andy a little bit more than PPP. All right. So yeah, the quartering has been going out flagging videos and channels. Someone really don't Grown to Wookie, don't worry. I don't even know if I should say this, but there are going to be all right, let me just say, there are going to be some channels that are going to post the clips on YouTube. So I already know. All right, look, I'm going to say that I know one person that's already kind of lining up to kind of repost clips after the stream goes down. And it's not just going to be DSP. It's going to be kind of most of their content, and it's going to be edited and posted on YouTube. I believe I'm not going to give the person, you know what? I'm not going to give the person's channel. I don't want to get them in trouble, whatever, because they actually reached out to me and asked me questions. Yeah, I know Elisa has been posting on clips, but this person who's reached out to me, they've asked me questions about monetization and all that stuff. So, you know, there's going to be channels out there that are going to post a lot of the stuff and re-up it. So, you know, whatever. I mean, I stopped clipping it because of just to watch them call it. But I'm pretty sure there will be channels that will be watching Kino Casino and clipping their shit. So don't worry about it. And then Pikachu, DS Pikachu clips their shit too. So someone will be out there posting it on YouTube. Whatever. I neither approve or condone any of that. So, all right. Okay. This was a video yesterday where DSP decided he wanted to crash out because his grift wasn't working. What did he say here? It wasn't working out the way he wanted it. Sadly, the Clips channel isn't the way it's working out. He was bitching and complaining about his views not being there. And he was bitching about having to pay money to his editor. Again, you can do it differently. You can put him on retainer and just pay him a fee every month and have him do as many clips and shorts for you as you want, Phil. But, you rather play per video. And again, I think he's doing the per video thing is because he's trying to dip his toe in to see if people will come out and give him thousands and thousands of views. No, it's just like with the t-shirts, it's just like the what was that stupid shit? His merch channel. Initially when he did it, he got about 20 sales or whatever it was. And then literally a month after he talked about it, it died. No one gave a shit. So no one cared. So anyway, let's see here. Oh, by the way, I did do a really funny video. I thought more people were going to watch it. I mean, it's still early, but I decided I wanted to do a Seinfeld style video. And for any of you connoisseurs of Seinfeld, you know that they have an amazing episode where the whole show is backwards, right? Where they show the last clip first and then they work their way back. I decided to do that. That's right. Duty decided to do that. So we're going to watch it. Here it is. The DSP Pokemon Red Disaster Stream Backward Edition. Shout out to Seinfeld. If you know, you know. His merch store. Sorry, his merch store. I didn't mean merch channel. His merch store.
You want? See you then. Bye bye.
Money, I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Joe kinda won with his actions. Kino Casino is now on the back foot. It's going to cost him in the long run, though. Don't like saying this.
No, I think they both hurt themselves. But if in every war, you're going to lose limbs and body parts, and each side is going to get hurt. I think in this, Kino did hurt themselves more because, they're going to be losing out 10 grand. Because say what you want to say about YouTube and their monetization, their ad revenue program is the best in town. Like, when it comes to ad revenue, Rumble doesn't match it, Kick, Twitch, none of them match it. If you want to make extra cash doing ad revenue, you do it on YouTube. And, you're talking about 10 grand plus more that they lost. And they're hoping to probably make that on Rumble and Patreon, but I don't see that happening, brother. I think maybe initially where the hype will be there to support Kino Casino, but I don't know. I don't see them, and then hopefully maybe they'll be able to get their YouTube channel back. That would be the ideal thing, to get their channel back. But I mean, like short term, I think, Jer probably won. Now, Jer bloodied himself a lot here, man, because what ended up happening was he opened himself up to more trolling, more exposure. The Kino's going to be on them nonstop. Kiwi Farms has been on them nonstop. You got people like Noel from Kiwi Farms that apparently now despise Jer. You got huge content creators talking about this. Every live stream that you watch now, it's just filled with nothing, with just people shitting on the Quartering and Jeremy. I can envision this hurting his coffee business. Who is it? What the fuck's his name? The Rumble CEO got dragged into this nonsense where his Twitter got bombarded with people saying, your biggest guy that you pay on your channel, that you platform, your platform that's supposed to be all about free speech is trying to stifle free speech. And then he had to come out with this lame ass fucking response where, we don't get involved in content creator drama or whatever. We don't take sides. Yeah, okay, motherfucker. You say that weak shit. Okay, when people start leaving your channel because they feel like, content creators that you promote aren't about free speech, then we'll see if you take sides. And again, it wasn't a matter of you having to remove the Jeremy or whatever. It was maybe saying, we don't always agree with our content creators. Maybe saying something to the effect of, if it came out that he was deplatforming another content creator because of a disagreement, we disavow that. Something. Not this lame bullshit of, we're not taking sides. Fuck that. And then again, all it does is just bloody more people. And it makes more waves and more problems. His contract is up anyway with Rumble this year. I think it's up in June. They may not renew that shit because really, who's watching that shit? Who's watching it other than maybe 10,000 view bots? I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, guys. Well,
yeah, I haven't really watched him like 3 or 4 years because it was. I think what bothered me the most was, he would read news articles, but at least he kind of give you a little bit of his take. He doesn't even do that anymore. His shit is, Elon Musk is being attacked by the woke left. What do you think about it? Put something in the comments. Okay, thank you for reading a news article. Essentially, he became DSP when DSP reads Twitter news. That's essentially what we got from Jeremy.
Hope you enjoyed the stream. Shame that...
Again, Red, thank you for the 5, brother. I do appreciate that. I don't think I highlighted you, but yes, I do kind of agree with that, where Jer kind of did... He won in the short term, but I think in the long term he loses because this hurts him more. He's the bigger YouTube creator. He's the one that's being viewed as someone who is a coward, is a flagger. That's what he's being viewed as.
It's disgusting how easy Joe took that channel down, and here we have DSP that should have had his channel banned tens of times over.
Yeah, man, it happens, man. It happens whenever, because again, these bigger channels, I think if you have a channel that's over like 400,000 subs, you get a partnering manager. And then, if you're involved with YouTube and you're involved with their platform and their whole outreach, and you can meet people that work there and you befriend these people, and these friends, these people have a lot of power. You got to remember that YouTube isn't managed and run by people. It's all run by algorithm and AI, and they have a small set of actual humans working there. So if you're able to get someone's ear, you might be able to get your channel monetized or or another channel demonetized. I mean, again, I think I said this before. If I didn't have Keem backing me up last year, year and a half ago when my channel got demonetized, I probably would have never got my channel remonetized. I probably would have had to delete all my shit, restart from the very beginning, and then apply for remonetization. But because I was able to get a hold of someone and speak with someone at YouTube, something got done. You know what I mean? So, and it's a shame. That shit should be stopped. It really should. Especially, I mean, anyone that's requesting another channel get departnered or banned or whatever, that automatically should get flagged and get reviewed by a third party. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be left up to a partner manager. It should be reviewed by a independent third party to review it and see if it warrants action.
Well, today someone was in the water because sometimes we play Pokemon and we get insane amounts of support. Tonight we did okay. Like, this support is not bad, don't get me wrong. But I was hoping that this would offset the Pragmata stream, and it definitely didn't. So I don't know. I guess you can't win them all. Some days you just, you get the overwhelming support, and other days you don't. And it's fine. I've been doing great. Don't feel bad or anything. If you're like, oh, Phil didn't hit, his normal levels that he likes to hit for support. Don't even worry about that. Like, I'm doing good. It's just odd to me that we had a day with Pragmata and Pokemon, and both streams kind of underperformed a bit. It's weird. Anyway, all right, let's get reset up here. Why would anyone feel bad? Because people actually like me, which you don't understand if you're an idiot. But people actually like me and my content, and some people will be like, oh man, sorry if you had a slower day today. That's why. Maybe one day you'll have that feeling too. Maybe someone will actually like you. And, you'll have that similar feeling, but, maybe not.
Oh, Phil. Phil's hurt. Oh, he didn't hit his goal twice. Oh, poor Phil. You see how nasty he gets when he doesn't get money? Like, again, this is this nonsense of him. People don't, dislike. Well, they dislike me because of my trolls. They lie about me. No, they hate you because you're a disingenuous douchebag. And right here, this clearly shows it. You didn't hit your goal for 2 streams, and now you want to turn into this just fucking nasty person and just shit on someone, and talk about how they don't have friends and no one loves them. Good God, man. I was shocked you didn't tell him to jump off a cliff like he loves to say.
Anyway, hold on. I'm just going to swap back to my PC quickly. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't cool to ban people. Remember he was crapping all over LTG for banning people? Oh, thank you, Saint. Thank you. Wait, Saint, what? Oh, Saint, do you want blue powers? I know you I know you were always rocking the green. You want your blue powers? You want your mod powers? Happy. Thank you. I appreciate you wishing me happy birthday. Yes, it is my birthday. Yes. Mine and alt whatchamacallit. Oh, you didn't get a member? Let me see it. Let me see if I can give free memberships. Hold on a second. I think I have like 5 more to give. I think I have 5 more. Or did I get? No, I don't. No, I gave my 10 away. Don't worry. I'll give more away in May. Would you like your blue color for now? You know what? I'll make you a mod. I'm gonna make you a mod, and then if you ever decide to get your membership back, I will unmod you and leave your green color. Okay?
Money. Sub.
Oh, bam! Here you go. Thank you. Oh, this is so nice of you. You didn't have to. All right, let me remove your mod ship, because sadly there are a few people here that don't want to be mods. They like the green color, so I respect that. Thank you, Saint. I appreciate you being a member. Thank you. And yes, you got your green color back. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Keep in mind, you can now support OnKick anonymously.
Oh,
Don't
thank you,
forget
Saint. I appreciate
that
it.
you can actually do anonymous sub-gifting over there so no one will know it's you. I know some people were, nervous about being harassed by detractors. You can't be anymore. You just do it anonymously. No one knows it's you.
Yeah, your future stepdad. Step up, Dent.
No, we haven't seen any shinies yet. Okay. We have not seen one yet in the playthrough. All right, sucks. All right.
By the way, he goes into full clown mode on this stream. Again, there's another example of when support's slow. He needs to change up what he's doing.
Guys, last chance. This is the finale of the stream, guys. Please, if I could get some support, I would really appreciate it. Remember, the Pokemon streams have been the staple streams doing very well. I'm a little, not nervous, but I'd be a little shocked and I'm not really upset, but disappointed if tonight of all nights it falls off and it doesn't do that well when I already had a slow stream of Pragmata earlier.
Again, Phil, I don't understand what one stream has to do with another. Like, you even told us that before, right, Phil? When you say it's like, you know, if you own a sandwich shop, right? If you own damn, I haven't used a sandwich shop analogy in a long time. So the analogy would be like, you know, like you like to say, if you own a sandwich shop, right, Phil? You know, and you make a lot of money on Monday. Let's say you make like $5,000 selling sandwiches on Monday, and then Tuesday come around and you don't make your usual $1,000. That's a problem, right? Don't you say that, Phil? You know, because every day is different. Well, what's the difference here? Why are you bringing up that your first stream didn't hit your goal? Oh, I'm sorry, your non-goal.
So if you like Pokemon, please support it. Sorry we can only do one stream of it this week. Oh, man. All right, guys, we're in the home stretch. Probably about 20 minutes left on the stream. If you love Pokemon, please support tonight's Pokemon stream. Let's go. Let's have it be a
money. I really do.
Yeah. First of all, let me answer Quasar.
Can you do the Chinese restaurant episode next?
Yeah, I can try to figure that out. Yes, I will. I love Seinfeld. Everyone knows I love Seinfeld. Redbird. I'll try to shoehorn it in. Thank you, brother, for the 2. I appreciate it. But if I am gonna put in that extra work, I'm gonna need you guys to buy in. Okay, you have to watch the video. Real quick, someone had asked me the question, Quasar, I think. Duty, has DSP dents ever been harassed? Yeah, okay, they have. They have. Now, we need to quickly define, what does the word harass mean? Does the word... okay, so if you're talking about having people go and spam their channels with comments, calling them dents and all that stuff, yes. Have they been physically harmed? Have they... no, not to my knowledge. Have a few of them been doxxed? Yes, they have. But typically, these are people that have been around for a very long time. For example, like 1 Minute Man, OIC, just the kind of, you know, just the kind of the weirdos, you know. And again, I don't approve of any of that. I don't approve of doxing people. And again, these are civilians. I try not to bother them or talk about, you know what I mean? Like I try not to get involved with the dents like that. So again, I'm not saying it's okay or whatever. I definitely am not. But yes, there have been times where some of DSP's supporters have been harassed. Some of them have been harassed, like Derek, that deserve to be harassed. So it's like a mixture. So, you know, we can't say yes or no. Now, what I will say is that DSP uses that shit for sympathy. You know what I mean? Like, he'll tell you all of his viewers are harassed. He'll tell you everyone that supports him gets death threats. That's a lie. That's not true. No, you know what I mean? Like, I would say like 95% of the people in his chat, no one bothers them. No one gives a shit who they are. No one says anything. No one harasses them. You know, they probably get more harassment in chat from Phil's other viewers than from detractors. Like, Kevin Bernstein gets dunked on all the time by all the other by all the other viewers that support Phil. Derek used to get dunked on by all of Phil's supporters, not just detractors. So again, you know, it's the weirdos that seem to get more of attention. Yeah, and especially too, if you go on the stream and you support Phil and you tried to shove it into people's faces like Jaha did. Remember Jahaze, where he came in and he was like, "Oh yeah, your detractors are insane. They were harassing me." When literally they went to one video and just said, "Why'd you give DSP money?" You know, and then he was dumping money on Phil and he was like, "Oh, you know, F you trolls," or whatever. Okay, if you're gonna antagonize people, then you're inviting people to harass you. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want people to harass you, don't antagonize them.
Reported stream. Again, we didn't have a good Pragmata stream earlier today, which shocked me. I just don't understand why the second stream of a new release didn't do that well. But Pokemon has been amazing the entire time we've played it. Let's keep that rolling tonight. Let's go. How about some subs over on Kick or some kits on Kick? What's going on over there? Do we seriously have no kicks on kick at all tonight? Zero? Zero. And only 2 subs from Stepdad and nobody else? Are we going to start this nonsense again? Let's get some support from Kick tonight, right now.
Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna let this play. I'll be right back.
Jade, the food was not very good except... How was Pragmata today? I'm just kidding. Pragmata was good. I like Pragmata a lot. This is my second stream, so we're around 6 hours in now. We unlocked new weapons, upgraded a ton of weapons, got a bunch of new hacking stuff unlocked, and did an epic big boss fight in the middle of virtual New York City. But for some reason, the attendance wasn't great, and the support actually was slow, and I was like, what happened? Like, how did that happen on the second stream of a brand new game that's actually a good game? I don't know. I really can't explain it. If I could win a free 3-hour dinner at a fancy restaurant with either Hideo Kojima or Neil Druckmann, who would I choose? I would choose Dark. Okay. On Fire Red tonight, and let's finish up with the final couple of balls we have, and let's see what else we can catch here in Safari Zone. Good stuff. Okay, everyone, I have to go pee quickly, so please bear with me. And when I come back, I'll be right back in like a minute. We'll continue. You guys tell me where to go and to try to catch Pokemon with these last 2 Pokeballs, okay? And by the way, thank you for the support so far. An hour left to go. Please, let's get good support for Pokemon tonight. That'll help make up for earlier when the stream of Pragmata didn't do so well, all right? All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Now we'll throw... No, no, no! I didn't mean to hit run! I hit run by accident. Oh, no. I didn't mean to hit run. No. I didn't mean to hit run. Tips lately. Everything's been going good, Jade, except earlier today, inexplicably on the Pragmata stream, it was slow. I don't know why. Usually, with new releases, they do well. It didn't do well. Outside of that, every other stream is doing good, so. Grumpy. Kevin just wants to name it Kevin. Sumafer wants Grumpy. Migraine says Dead to Me. Jack says King Michael. If someone wants to name him, they can contribute and pick a name. Well, actually, her. If someone wants to name her, they can contribute and pick a name. If not, we'll pick one from the chat. Let's see. Name it Psychic. Name it Dizzy. Daffy. Not Daffy. Female. Can't be Daffy Duck. Flatman Official just did a $5 super chat. He says, I'm going to put the debate to rest. The Earth is shaped like Jesus. No, he says the Earth is Earth-shaped. Also, Jesus bless you all. Actually, that would have been crazy. It was just if the Earth is shaped like Jesus. It's like a big Jesus body shape. Anyway, thank you, Flatman B, for $5.
Oh, not Flatman B. Oh my God, he must have been having issues these last few weeks with the whole Artemis 2 mission. He must have been struggling watching those pictures of around Earth.
Jade says, what about just Psy, PSY? That's not bad. What about Daisy, like Daisy Duck from Mickey Mouse? That's not bad. Okay.
Ended up getting some donations. Let me shout those out. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, I did shout out Redbird. Thank you, Redbird. Appreciate that. And then I got a membership from Rain. Thank you, brother. Thank you for gifting. Did you gift? Thank you for gifting a membership. And I think Banana got it. Big ups to Banana. Again, thank you, folks. Sorry, I had to go. Amazon was there dropping off a package. No, Muffin. I just had to get an Amazon package. They were knocking. They needed me to sign for it. I had to watch this, okay? So I'm going to force you guys to watch this too. Look at this face. Good God. This man's an ugly man. And again, this is with 100%. I have 100%. I'm a heterosexual man. I've never had that questioned ever in my life by no one. Okay, never. All right. Well, maybe a few people thought I was when I was younger because I was very into fashion and I was very handsome, and people thought, people just expect that. But as soon as you're around me for a few minutes, they know that I'm not, right? But anyway, this man is just not a pretty person. He's so deformed and always looks crooked and lopsided, very not symmetrical. I for some reason when he did that, I can smell and taste that over my phone. I can literally smell and taste it. Ugh. Ugh. Can you imagine poor cat having this get mounted on her? Good God, man. All right. You know what? I'm going to torture you guys one more time. I want this embedded in your eyeballs. And when you sleep tonight, I want you to wake up to
Oh, Teeny.
Well, she is a big girl, man, and biggies. The biggins tend to sweat a little bit more, so hopefully she powders up. That's a trick for the fatties. When you're a bit when you're a fatty, baby powder helps a lot. It helps absorb the funk and the sweat. So just a tip out there, Cat, if you're listening.
Can we get our first kicks of the night tonight, right here on the channel? Let's get some kicks. Come on, get your kicks on the Safari Zone.
I need that money. My bills.
Oh.
Did you see the clip where Asmongold has to leave his chat to pay 397k in tax? That's like 1/3 of DSP yearly income.
No, that's literally 3 years of his income. That's 3 years of income for DSP. He makes about $125,000 a year. So it's a little bit more than 3 years of income. Yeah, I did see that. That's ridiculous. But again, I'm guessing the $397,000 was due to him not estimating properly. Again, Phil, by the way, Phil, okay. Oh, this is a good point because I had a discussion about this the last time, regarding when we talked about the IRS stream, was we had talked about how in 2025, when you file your taxes, no longer are they going to waive the penalties and everything if you don't pay your estimated taxes properly on a quarterly basis. If you fuck up and you don't pay them properly, they're going to hit you with fines, penalties, and interest for every month that you didn't pay properly. So this is a new rule. When I think Biden signed his tax plan or whatever, it came over. So I believe what ended up happening was he didn't estimate properly. And he didn't pay off what he owed before the January 15th deadline. So when they estimated what he owed, they hit him with taxes, penalties, and that's why he owed $397,000, which is due promptly. Every day he doesn't pay it, he has to pay more interest on it. So he shot it to his accountant, which I'm assuming his accountant fucked up. But yeah, he's going to have to pay this and pay this right away. Unless he files a dispute. But even if you file a dispute and get an interview with an IRS, whatchamacallit, that may take 60 days, 90 days, or whatever. This will get held. You won't get in trouble or anything like that. But after the 60 or 90 days, all that interest accrues. So then you have to pay that. You know what I mean? So they kind of force you to pay it. And then if you want to dispute it after, you can dispute it after. My guess is he underestimated his taxes, so that's why he gets slammed. Again, I told you guys last week, don't fuck with the IRS, man. Pay what you owe, brother. Pay what you owe. Pay a little bit more. If you pay a little bit more, you'll get that money back in a refund. You'll get it back in a refund. You know, when you file your taxes in April. Yes, the estimate. Yeah, but the thing was, okay, so before 2025, that as long as you paid your estimated taxes by April 15th. So say you file estimated taxes. And let's just say, I'll give you an instance for me. Let's say that every quarter I have to pay 10 grand, right? And I pay 10 grand every quarter. And then I realized that, I underestimated. I should have been paying 11 grand, right? So for a year, I missed $1,000 every month that I should have paid. Before, if I would have paid that would have been what, $1,200 more? If I would have paid the $1,200 before the April 15th filing, I wouldn't have gotten hit with any penalties or anything. The IRS would just say, okay, you're square. They changed that for 2025. Now you need to make sure, even if you need to make sure that you are paying it on time. If you don't, you're going to get hit with interest and everything. That was the difference for 2025. That's why I knew DSP's tax bill was going to be super fucking high this year. Because he's not paying quarterly. Let alone, a person like him, he should be paying monthly. Because this motherfucker, you know him. He won't pay something until the end. I really hope he didn't wait till April 15th to pay off his taxes, which he may have done. Because he would have had a serious issue and a problem there. He would have gotten hit with all of those penalties for all of those months. So let Asmongold be an example for you. If you're getting estimated taxes or royalty, make sure to pay that shit and pay it early, often, and extra if you need to. Like, I think for this year, I was paying like 36%, 35% every quarter. And, yeah, I ended up actually getting a little bit of money back. So, yeah, I ended up getting a little bit of money. So I got lucky this year. But I knew that shit was coming, and I didn't want to get hit with any penalties. I didn't want the IRS sniffing at me or sending me soft audits. No, thank you. No, I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you, sir.
Come on, it's not Dratini. Someone sent...
Well, that is true. DSP is the living embodiment of the Sonichu medallion. You get around his orbit or you touch the poo, man, something bad's going to happen to you. And that's what happened to... look what happened to fucking... What's his name? The Indian guy. Mudahar. Mudahar was going to do content with Phil. He touched the Sonichu medallion. He really did. I think he ordered one. And look what the fuck happened to him. He almost lost his channel because of the fake engineer story and all the controversies. So, again, DSP is you don't want to touch him. Stay away from DSP. You really, really want to stay away from him. That's Sonichu. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Stay away.
Some kicks? Who did? Did someone actually send some kicks? Because they're not on the leaderboard, so I'm not aware of this. Okay. So you can increase the encounter rate if you use a max repel and have the lead Pokemon be level 25. Well, guess what? I don't have a Pokemon that's level 25. I have this. All right. Okay. Yes, Dratini. I will catch a Dratini. Hit it with a rock. Right in the...
Again, when Phil says he live in a gated community, it's essentially a small little fence that you can just walk around. It's not that, it's not Fort Knox, okay? And there's not even a security guard there. It's pretty easy to get in and out of the Snort Fort. No, you don't need to jump in. You can actually just literally walk around the fence. It's not a high fence. It's not, no, you can just walk around. What it is it stops vehicles from going through. You need the passcode, which, of course, DSP exposed last year with the Switch 2 debacle. He actually exposed what his gate key was, so, you know, that's no longer an obstacle.
I got no luck, guys. 0 luck tonight. Like, literally 0 luck. What's going on?
No, the idiot last year exposed his gate code. Remember when someone canceled his Switch 2s and he showed one before that when he was trying to prove that he did order the Switch 2s from Walmart and he showed the receipt like an idiot. He exposed his fucking gate code. So, he's such an idiot. And of course he got his 2 Switch 2s canceled. We're gonna be celebrating that on Thursday. I think that's gonna be Thursday's stream. We're gonna be celebrating the 1-year anniversary of when DSP lost his Switch 2s. His 2 Switch 2s. That was great. That's gonna be so funny reliving that. And I think I might be able to actually expose more information because, of course, if you remember last year when I did that stream about I did share some information I received. I might be able to share more information, but you have to stay tuned. I'm teasing it, folks. It's going to be great.
Shiny Jutting.
Oh, May 1st, yeah. We definitely going to celebrate May 1st.
Another Goldie. Now we're going for seeking. I'm just gonna throw the Pokeball, throwing the Safari Ball. I'm gonna catch that seeking right now. The seeking is mine right now. Yes.
That would be May 1st. May 1st, 2016. This year will be the 10-year anniversary. That's right. Wait.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry, baby. May 1st, that's right. May 1st, 2016. This year is the 10-year anniversary.
Yes. We got the seeking. Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm going to be doing a marathon stream, by the way. I'll be streaming at like 9 o'clock to about 2 o'clock. So we'll be having a marathon stream. We'll be watching the fappening. We'll be talking about it, everything that led up to it, all the shit that happened after the fact. We'll definitely get into the videos where DSP tried to use his wife as a meat shield. That anytime someone brought up him jerking off on stream, she would literally go downstairs and cry. We're going to watch that. So, a lot of content. We're just not going to watch him beat off. I actually have the entire 15-minute segment. Like most people actually watch, they see just the 2-minute clip. I actually have the entire 15-minute clip.
The King Cobra Circle of Protection around Ket.
That's right, yes. Big up. Isn't King Cobra's anniversary coming up as well? Didn't he pass away about a year ago? Close to it? That's right. Rip King Cobra, man. I hope you're having fun wherever you are. Not sure where you're at, but I don't want to be, I don't want to say something rude, but wherever you are, brother, I hope you're rocking it out, man. And hopefully the trolls aren't bothering. And hopefully you're making wands for whoever wants one, brother. Again, thank you, Chris, brother, for the 2 Canadian. That's right. Let's see, Mia. Does Phil have enough sense of humor to start his May 1st stream? Well, he's gonna try to do something like that, maybe, but of course he'll pull it off in the most stupidest way possible. I think what he should do, okay, this is me. If I was DSP, what I should do is I would dress up just like I did, looking like May 1st. I would try to make everything look the same. I would try to find AI. I would use the background removal tool, and I would actually do his old background with the couch, right? And then I would have him sit on the couch and kind of recreate it, and then play the PS4 music, and then I basically have the PS4 music playing, most of the day, really low, like lo-fi music, and then that would be, I think, funny. That would be interesting, and then of course, if he wasn't such a douchebag, he would play the video. Like, I would have played the 14-minute video, and I would have gave like a blow by blow of what I did during those 14 minutes, and just laugh at it and just say, yeah, I fucked up, I made a mistake, I'm never gonna live it down, whatever, and just move on from it. And I think some people would appreciate that he's actually doing that. I would even give him a round of applause if he did it well, you know what I mean? But it's DSP. What are the chances that he does anything well or executes anything well? Yeah, Cat will cry though. But I'm sure that Phil will smooth it over with several orders of DoorDash that day.
Yes. Ow.
Yeah,
we got Sea King, baby. Now we're.
Yeah, again, like it's he's so dumb. Like, there's so many opportunities he had where he could have banked off of his mistake. Like, really, like even PewDiePie to some extent when he said the N-word on PUBG. I mean, he used that to kind of propel himself, and he owned it. You know, he apologized and all that stuff. He owned it, but he used it in the future. You know, anytime there was a bridge scene or something in a game, he started getting panicky. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of owned it, and he made it funny. You know what I mean? It was self-deprecating. It was funny. He can't. Yeah, he turned into a W. Something DSP can't do. Dude, if I was Phil, I would have made fucking merch of his O-face, and I would have fucking made O-face mugs. I would have paid someone to do a O-face mug, like a 3D statue of it. I would have sold everything with the O-face, and I would have made bank, and I would have owned the meme. But not DSP, because of course that hurts his legacy.
We're talking.
It's not meaningful.
Look at that. The horn on its head is sharp like a drill. It bores a hole in a boulder to make its nest.
Well, PewDiePie was demonetized too. Not forget, he was demonetized for almost a year from YouTube after the N-word incident. He got demonetized for a year, and then after about a year, he got his monetization back. He also lost his Scared PewDiePie show with Disney. That got taken away from him, so he paid a price for it. It wasn't like he got off scot-free. He paid. Trust me, he lost a lot of money. He probably lost a couple $1 million, at least, maybe, from that year of not being able to monetize himself. Yeah, I know he's a poor millionaire, but still, you know, it hurts. You know what I mean?
All right. What do we name Sea King?
Big ups.
What do you guys think?
The
What should we
occasion
name
onwards fine.
Sea King tonight? Playthrough has been amazing so far with the amount of people who have engaged, attended, and supported it. It's allowed me to enjoy a classic game that I've only played once before in a remade format, which is awesome. I really like chilling with you guys when I play Pokemon. Please, tonight, if you like the Pokemon vibe, support the stream. Let's get a well-supported Pokemon stream.
Let's go.
That will help me make up for the Pragmata slowness earlier.
You gotta make up for it.
Thank you in advance. Let's go.
You gotta make up for the slowness.
How's Pragmata? I like it a lot, El Grey Zoro. Today I thought was even better than the first stream, but I don't know. It seems like the interest fell off. The people who were there weren't talking that much. The attendance wasn't amazing or anything, and the support also slowed down. And I was like, wow, what happened? It's only the second stream of the game, and already it seems like people are kind of past it, which is weird because it sold like crazy. It already has over 1 million copies sold in 2 days, so I don't know what happened.
So what does that tell you, Phil? If everyone else can play it and get views and make money off of it, but you can't, I don't know. Common sense tells me you're the problem. Okay. There it is. Oh, man. I really enjoyed this backwards video.
She makes like video content of old games, like Juggernaut.
Oh, you got bubbles? You made 100?
Please let me know.
I'm sorry.
You're being insanely loud.
You're being
I'm
insanely
sorry.
loud. Bro, this harpens back to my days as a Spanish-style youth. And my mom, my 4'7", 4'5" mom, you know, being annoyed with me and whipping out the chancla, the flip-flop, and whacking me with it. I believe that poor cat whipped out the chancla. Yeah, you guys are going to get bubbles, don't worry. she whooped out the chancla and she probably smacked him upside his head for being so loud, insanely loud, and ruining her nighttime with Tyrone. As you can see, Tyrone in the background. Shout out Tyrone in the background for keeping Cat company. That's right. Good job, Tyrone. The bull. That's right, the BBC. Big ups to all the BBCs in the house. All right. Yeah, did you guys give me 100 likes? Don't lie to me, because I can search, but I'm not going to search. Okay, I'm not going to search. All right, you guys earned your bubbles. Man, it's been a while since I gave you bubbles. Give me a second. Let me find it here. Bubbles. Oh, here it is. I found it. Ready for the bubble celebration? You know what? You guys are going to get the birds, the cats. We're going to get everything. Here are the bubbles. Let's let out Bugs Bunny. Let's let out the birds. Let them all out. Let's let the zoo all out. That's right. Let them get some air. That's right. Bubbles for everyone. That's right. Come on, birds. That's right. All right. The birds are too much. Let's put the birds away now. Birds, you gotta go away, birds. I don't want my neighbor kid, the neighbor bird kid, to go insane. All right. Hold on. Oh. All right. There you go, folks. All right. Round of applause for the birds and the bunnies and everything. I gotta put them in the cage. There you go. Everything's back in the cage. All right. By the way, I really enjoyed this backward style video. It was good. It was different. Rip Jasper.
I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
He was so defeated. I've never seen such a defeated man in my life. What a cuckle. Anyway, yeah, by the way, I did see the whole DSP talk about Bugs Bunny. I think some people are taking it as he's confirming that Bugs Bunny was alive. He can simply point and say that he was talking about his rabbits when he lived in his mom's house. Because he did say he had a bunny rabbit when he was younger. So he can just say, I was talking about the rabbit when I was a kid. But we know Bugs Bunny is true because he admitted to it in the DMs with PPP. So... by the way, I really like the backwards idea, the Seinfeld backwards idea. That was good. I like that a lot. That was a nice touch. I'm glad I thought of it. I was hoping more people would watch it, but it's a video I posted last night, like at 3 o'clock in the morning. So every time I post videos like at 3 in the morning, they always get low views. It's all right. It's not always about the views, okay? It's about producing meaningful content sometimes, and sometimes you're just not always going to get the views. So it's okay. As long as whoever watched it found it entertaining, that's fine. There's more. Yeah. That is true. How's it going? What's up, Ishio? I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing really good, man. I hope you're doing well, brother. I've been seeing you've been pumping out the play stream content. By the way, Ishiomoto is a detractor, but he also does gameplay. And he streams here on YouTube. So shout out to Ishiomoto. If you want to put your channel link here, brother, maybe we'll get some momentum over your way. If you want to watch someone play video games and chat DSP, you can always check out Ishiomoto's channel. Big ups, Ishiomoto. Let's give Ishiomoto a round of applause. Oh, wait. There you go. Hey. That's right. Very fun. Very interesting. Also, Vanguard. Shout out to Vanguard. I've been sneaking into Vanguard video streams. He's funny. Vanguard is good. Vanguard is good, too. Definitely Vanguard. Vanguard was streaming yesterday. I was chilling in there. That's right. And I'm a mod in his channel. That's right. So if you come over, I might ban you. So you can have the honor of saying, duty ban me. All right. You know what? We're going to watch one more video. This is from last night.
Good evening, everyone.
This is apparently our boy Phil stressing out about low support. Well, all right. Okay. So if you don't know what happened with Ivega, apparently Ivega got snagged, or he got caught or found out that he was doing some kind of really shady stuff with like Lolly and stuff like that. I don't fully know. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know fully what happened. I wasn't engaged. I wasn't there. I don't know. I really don't know fully what happened. I heard bits and pieces of it. I know that King Sly got involved, and that was the reason why he lost his channel, actually, because of that whole nonsense, apparently what he showed and all that stuff. There was some shady shit that was going on with Discord and stuff like that. Again, I don't know. I don't want to, you know, I don't know, but apparently there was a big fallout and a dust up because of Iviga and all that shit. And as far as I know, I think Iviga is left. Iviga is no longer streaming, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it was pretty sudden and quick, so I don't know. As far as I know, I don't think he's been streaming. Let's double check. Hold on a second. Let me see. All right, so Iviga, his last video that he doesn't do it, he does lives, really. So apparently Iviga's last live was about a month ago, which is when all that shit happened. So yeah, again, I don't fully know. All I know is I got the gist of it, of what happened, and I know that apparently that's what happened, man. Yeah. If you want to know what happened, I would recommend going to see go to King Sly stream. King Sly's been covering it. I haven't been on King Sly streams because I just haven't had the time to jump on. And just because of my schedule and everything's going on. But King Sly has been covering it. He knows more about it. So yeah, it was one of those deals where, you know, it was just a lot of shady shit and a lot of like lolly and stuff like that. Yeah, he did, but he has a new channel. So here's King Sly's new channel. King Sly here it is. So if you go to King Sly TV, he shows up. So just here, let me put it in there. Here's King Sly. He streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I think Sunday nights. So you could definitely check him out. So what's today? He'll stream tomorrow, Wednesday. So yeah, he's starting over. Did I sub to him? He'll kill me if I didn't sub to him. Yes, go sub to him, man. We're trying to get him remonetized. Yeah. His channel just got yeeted from YouTube. So we lost a lot of good videos, man. We lost a lot of good streams. We lost a lot of we lost me and his stream with what's his face, with the whole Pastor Eric and all that. We lost a lot of shit, man. It sucks, man. It sucks. All right. Okay, let's watch his last video. DSP is upset because, of course, most support is low and the playthroughs aren't doing well. Pokemon and Pragmata aren't saving the business, or Pigmata aren't saving the business.
DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 20th of April, 2026, my second of 4 days of streaming this week. I know that that's abnormal. Normally, I would be here for 5 or 6 or more days, and it's a very short streaming week because of some personal stuff going on later in the week, but next week's going to be super long, so don't worry. Today, let me put it this way. Today was a good day. Today was a fine day. A little confusing, but still overall a good day. You'll see what I mean when we start to talk about the streams, okay? We started off today with the DSP morning show, and to be honest, there was no real one stuck topic that we talked about. Basically, I just hung out with everyone and did Q&A. And to be honest, that's always been what the DSP morning show was going to be. Just kind of hanging out and killing about an hour to build up attendance. So then we have a good attendance for...
Again, Rock, I can't really... Okay, I shouldn't really have said much because I don't really know everything that happened or what was going on. So again, I don't want to misspeak. You know, I honestly don't know. I think King Sly would be the best person to ask. So I would just recommend, if you guys want to know what happened with the whole Iviga stuff, check out his content. I know he's streaming this Wednesday, so, you know, we'll see. Can we get Doomer Ziggy like 10,000 more subs? Somehow he outlasted best. Yeah, but Doomer Ziggy, yeah, big ups to Doomer Ziggy. We could post his channel. Hold on a second. Doomer Ziggy, yeah, man. I'm all about promoting all the detractors. Doomer Ziggy. Yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I follow him on so I follow Doomer on this one, right? He's Doomer Ziggy. Yeah, here it is. I follow him on Twitter. Big ups to Zoomer. There you go. If you wanna promote, if you guys wanna support another Detractor channel, big ups.
For when we start with gameplay, but because the morning show usually only lasts around an hour, it means that we get at least 3 or more hours of gameplay on said stream, as opposed to when we do a formal level 1 podcast and there's usually set topics and established, news and reacting we're gonna do. That show's at least usually 90 minutes or longer, right? So, after a chill and fun morning show, on which we raised something like $50+ of support, which I was very grateful for, we jumped back into Pragmata. So what do we do today in Pragmata's 3+ hours of gameplay? Well, we continue to explore the virtual 3D printed New York City. We fought new enemy types. We unlocked new weapons. We upgraded said weapons that we had. We actually got the ability to disintegrate those misprinted areas that basically are like, the colored, almost like stalactites or stalagmites, whatever they're called, that were blocking doorways. And so when we got the ability to do that, I decided to backtrack.
Stalactites are the crystal formations on the top of the cave, and the stalagmites are the ones on the floor. That's right. Yeah, Duty knows his cave lore.
A bit, go back to the earlier stages and get some of the upgrades and items that we had missed out on because we didn't have that ability at the time.
Speeding it up. That's why I always sound like a robot.
We got to the end of the New York stage, and it was a big boss fight in the middle of the street, which was really awesome. Like this thing going right down like Times Square in New York, and there's a giant boss fight. Okay,
big up the cave knowledge.
And then after that, we unlocked all kinds of new stuff.
You know why I know this? I only know this because there used to be this commercial that would run every fucking day on my local channel when I lived in PA. And I think it was called Crystal Caves. I think that's what it is. Does anyone know Crystal Caves? Crystal Cave, I think it's in Jersey or something like that. But my God, every fucking day, like 10 times a day, they would give the commercial for Crystal Caves. Chris, are you here, Chris? You might know. Chris, if Chris is here, he knows because he was in the same area where I lived. It was Crystal Cave, and my God, the commercial would run every fucking hour. And they would talk about, we have stalagmites and we have stalactites. And that's how I knew the difference. So there is a difference.
Including these training room challenges that give you more upgrade items. Some more plot was unlocked. And we went to a new area called the Terra Dome, which is essentially terraforming. When you think about it, on the moon, they were generating virtual plants from 3D printing. So, pretty cool because now you have all kinds of plants and flora as you're fighting the crazy, robots that are there. And again, got more new weapons and things like that. And advanced the plot in a big way. So, good stuff moving forward today. 3 solid hours, okay? If reports are to be believed, we'd be about halfway into the game. I don't know, though, because I am taking my time to explore and the like. So I'm thinking maybe we're like, 2/5 through the game, if that makes sense. And maybe next stream we get more than halfway through. I don't know. I'm not cheating. I'm not looking ahead or anything. But that's just kind of the impression I got after playing the game today. So here's what happened, okay? Overall, I thought the gameplay in the game was great. I have no complaints. I still like the game a lot. Attendance was pretty good. But here's the weird part. Engagement. The stream chat was pretty slow. On the YouTube side, it was, actually not being talked about that much. On the Kick side, it was people talking about anything but the game. And I noticed, I'm like, I wonder why so many people just aren't.
Bro, that's every game, Phil. YouTube is just nothing but Nightbot and Kevin Bernstein. And a couple other dents. That's what your chat is on YouTube, bro. And Kick is 50 people, and most of them are LARPers, man. Whether you're making $300 or you're making $20, Phil, it's the same thing every day, man. Good God. And then you have the people that come in that don't even fucking chat. Those people that donate that don't even chat, like Lance Catamaran. He hangs out every once in a while, never says the fucking word. Even your future stepdad typically doesn't say much either. They just come in whenever they hear the whale call, and they drop a few subs.
Engaging with this game or really talking about it, okay? Support. I'm not going to exaggerate here, all right? By the time that we were only like maybe 30 minutes to the end of the stream, we hadn't even hit $100 of support. In fact, for the whole first hour and a half that I played the game, we got no support. None. Zero. Not a single contribution. All that $50 or so came in on the DSP morning show, and there was no support for this game.
Again, the next time he calls me out for making videos and claiming that they're deceptive and they're lies, when I highlight the fact that he only made, say, $35 playing the game, I'm going to point to this video right here, Phil, where you're actually doing the same exact thing. You're sitting here bitching that you only made X amount of money on your stream while the podcast made the bulk of the money. Again, Phil, man, you just... Again, this and you lying about me, saying that you never said you wanted to throw the CEOs out on the street and Minecraft them. There's clips, brother, and you can't refute it.
So I'm wondering what gives, and it's weird because the game is popular right now. People are talking about it, people are memeing about it on social media. It sold over 1 million copies in 2 days, which actually is surprising. Like Capcom didn't expect that, because they knew it being a new IP and the fact...
Yeah, King Sly kind of became a full-on DSP detractor. I mean, not DSP. He became a full-on rich detractor. And they had a nice little war going for a while. Yeah. I think what ended up happening was I think he may have had like a strike on his channel. And then I don't know if the iVega stuff got reported or what he posted on, like what he showed. I'm not fully sure what happened, but it ended up kind of taking down his channel. So that really fucking sucks, man. Of course, I just canceled my membership on sub. Again, man. I don't want to mess with iVega's channel or whatever, because again, I don't fully know all the understanding of it. I would just recommend go check out King Sly's channel. I don't know if he has the but go check him out and ask him. He can fill you in on the information. I'm not sure he's going to show anything because I don't think he wants his new channel taken down, but I think he'll be open to talk about it. So it was some insane shit, man.
Been delayed. They didn't think that it was going to do very well, so they were actually shocked that it did as well as it has. I just don't know what's going on with the game. By the end of the stream, okay, it was time for DSP tries it. We'll talk about that in a minute. I think I raised something like $115 or something like that by the end of the stream. Is that bad? By all means, no. But that is surprising for a new release that everyone said they loved last week, that it's only the second stream of. I mean, no exaggeration. Random streams of games like Dragon Quest, Pokemon, Crimson Desert, all have done better than Pragmata's second stream. So I'm not sure if people are playing it themselves and don't want to be spoiled. I don't know if people just don't like it on my stream. I don't want to make excuses for it. It's a good game. Like, I really like it.
I don't want to make excuses while I make excuses. Again, brother, what's the phrase? Occam's razor. The simplest answer is typically the right one. Again, you're the common denominator when it comes to all these streams, Phil, and all these videos, brother. You're the common denominator. Regardless of whether the game is good or bad or whatever, you're the common denominator. So it's easy to just assume you might be the issue.
I don't get it. Engagement and support both being low is kind of weird for a brand new release on its second stream, okay? Then we did DSP try.
No, Phil, no. I make it a fucking point to always highlight the fact that you had a okay premiere stream, and then the second stream just flat out dies and is a dud. How many playthroughs have we heard Phil complain that the support was great on the first stream? I don't understand why the second stream support died. And I can list you pretty much every game that you've wage quit, Phil, where that occurred. First stream did well, second stream, nothing. Support dried up, and you were sitting there saying, why didn't I make $300? Just like you're doing with Pragmata, and you're also doing with Mouth PI. You're doing the same thing to the two streams.
And it was the Smash Burger Munchies box from Jack in the Box. And all I'm going to say is you'll find it entertaining because some of the stuff in the box was pretty good. Some of the stuff in the box was mid. Some of the stuff in the box was terrible, disgustingly bad. And they forgot one of the key components of the box. So I think you'll like it. The episode is live over on DSP Reacts right now, at DSP Reacts. Give it a look. And now we got to brainstorm the next DSP Tries It. We already have an idea or two, and we'll talk about it over the next week.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it. Spoiler alert, he didn't get some type of paper or whatever for a chance to win $75,000. I'm pretty sure he called DoorDash, he messaged DoorDash through the app and demanded a refund because he didn't get that stupid raffle or whatever it was.
So yeah, that first stream ended at less than $120 of support, which is abnormal for a game that's a new release that's only second stream, okay? Tonight on the late stream, it was Pokemon Fire Red. Now, last week, we had the experiment of trying this as a night stream. Remember that Pokemon had always been a daytime stream, and some people were concerned. They were like, yeah, if you make this a night stream, you may lose some attendance and you may lose some support, because some people can only make it for day streams of Pokemon, okay? But last week, that first stream as a night stream went well. Tonight, I'll say this. Attendance, a little slow, but okay. Engagement, great. Support, not bad, but not great. Kind of in the middle. Actually did better than the Pragmata stream, which is ridiculous. That a game from the early 2000s, that's a remake of a game from the 90s, that's a Pokemon game, and we play Pokemon all the time, did better than the brand new hot release. That's what I mean about today. This is why it was confusing. It threw me for a loop, right? The thing is that I figured that the late night...
I mean, you really think DSP knows any of this or even going to bother? Again, he doesn't give a shit. It's just the fact that he needed something to complain about. It's not bad enough he complained about the food. He needs to complain that the DoorDash delivery was wrong somehow. First of all, it wasn't the DoorDash because I think he really thinks that the DoorDash driver is required to go into the restaurant, right, and demand to grab the food, and then they package it and they have to make sure that everything's okay. No, the DoorDash driver just goes in and says, order for whatever, shows them the phone, They scan it and they give you the product and you walk away. That's your extent as a DoorDash driver and just making sure you get it there on timely. That's it. No, he doesn't think that. He thinks that is their job, that they're mandated reporters, that they need to go in and check the food. And God forbid, if let's just say one of them decides to be nice and check the food to make sure everything's there, can you imagine the rant and the screaming and the howling he will have that his food was tampered with? He would literally, I mean, we all know what he did when someone stole the bags from him. Remember when he was shopping? How he went insane and he ranted about how someone stole all of his reusable grocery bags. Can you imagine if he thinks that a detractor touched his food and tampered with his DoorDash? That would literally be like 2 weeks of fucking yelling and screaming by Phil. He would demand the CEO of DoorDash resign because they allowed someone to touch his food or to open up the packaging. My God, I really hope it happens because that would be amazing content.
Always do well, but every once in a while, maybe more people would be able to come to them or whatever. So I'm happy with how it went. Obviously, it would have been great if it was like an outstanding support stream and it would have made up for Pragmata, but you can't get that all the time. So overall, I'm happy with today. What did we do in Pokemon? We went to the Safari Zone. We spent almost the whole night in the Safari Zone, not only trying to catch that we actually had caught in Safari Zone. Need them. Okay, I do well off. Some days
here it is. And again,
you see?
And again, look, he finished talking about support, which most of this video was about, right? And then he starts talking about the actual gameplay, right? Right? Look what he does. Look how he transitions back to talking about money.
And overall, today was great. You know, it wasn't. I don't want anyone to get the impression, oh, it was a slow day or whatever. Because sometimes people will say.
Then why have a 10-minute video talking about how support was? Why have a 10-minute video auditing your supporters because you feel like they didn't support you appropriately? Why do that, Phil? Why? Really? Why? Especially when like 200 people watch this stupid video. And most of them are probably detractors like myself looking for something to clip and actually react to. So literally maybe 100 people that like and watch you, actually that support you, watch this. Why are you dumping on them and shitting on them and basically trying to call them out? Why? Why do you need to even fucking do that? Why even talk about it? You know what? I'm even willing to let the shit slide while you're on stream. If you're willing to say, look, guys, it was a low support stream, you know, it sucks, but whatever, you know, we'll try better next time or whatever. Fine. Don't continue talking about this nonsense about making up for the early. No, Phil. No. You're just being a disingenuous scumbag. You're being greedy. You're being selfish. You're just everything that's bad about YouTube and streaming. You kind of encompass that. And this is why people despise and hate you. Like he literally sits there and shakes his head and says, I don't know why so many people dislike me. This is why. This is fucking why, Phil. This behavior. Thank you. I appreciate it. I couldn't get the word out. The passion, the hatred, the anger. God. It's just insane. It really, and then he goes on repeat mode. Like, okay, you want to bring it up on the daily rap because you want to let the people know this is how your day went. Fine. Give it a 30-second discussion point and move on. Don't make the whole video about, and by the way, my clip's 8 minutes long because I sped it the fuck up. The regular video was over 10 minutes long. Like, and then once you're done with it, don't bring it up again. But no, here's DSP again.
Stuff like that. Oh, you see, first of all, Phil didn't hit his goals. I don't have goals. I'm doing well enough. I don't have goals.
You do have goals, you fuckface. You fucking do, okay? You fucking liar, all right? Because how, again, you made $115. Okay, all right. Jesus fucking Christ. You made $115 on your first stream. You made $115 on your second stream. You get ad revenue from those fucking streams. You get partner money from the kick streams, okay? I'm pretty sure with all that money, you made probably $150 on both streams. You made $150 on your first stream and you made $150 on your night stream. Right? Right? So what's this nonsense? Again, like, I'd rather Phil be honest and open and just tell us what he feels Because at least there I can say, well, he is who he is. He's telling you honestly who he is. He's not lying to you. And yeah, he's a scumbag, but at least he's an honest scumbag. Here, he's a scumbag, but then he's a liar on top of it. Everyone knows that you have a goal, Phil. Everyone knows that until you hit that magic number of $150, $150, you're not going to be happy. And again, like the title of my video today, he's essentially trying to implore Schrodinger's beg, where, you know, the goal is alive, but then dead at the same time. I don't have goals, but yet I have goals. That's what he's trying to pull off here. And again, I hate fucking people. I hate people that fucking play semantics. I despise people that play semantics with me, because I look at them and the first thing that comes out of my fucking head is, fuck you. What, I mean, you think I'm an idiot? I'm not an idiot, you fucking moron. I know what you're trying to say here. You know what I mean? You're just trying to use different words. I don't give a fuck if you use different words. I don't even give a shit if you say it in a different language. You're saying the same fucking thing. God. Yeah, pick a lane, brother. You know what? If you're going to be a scumbag, cool, be a scumbag. Own it. But don't be a scumbag and a liar. Because then I'm going to have to shit on you, man. Gosh.
I don't need them. Okay, I do well off some days.
Oh, I hate fucking semantics. I hate semantics. I'd rather have a ghetto baby child come to me, whatever, ghetto person come to me and yell at me in Ebonics or whatever the fuck, you know, and tell me off and be straight up with me and use words I understand versus coming to me using fucking semantics and fucking word salads to try to make it seem like they want to get a point out that they don't like me, but they don't really want to know. They don't want me to know that I don't like them. You know what I mean? Fuck off, man.
Days I get ridiculous amounts of support. Other days it's slower. That's the nature of how it works. Today was just one of those weird days that it actually was a little slower, and I don't know why when I'm playing a new release. It was actually confusing in that regard. Maybe you guys have some insight. You want to leave a comment and let me know what you think happened with Pragmata. With Pokemon, I expect it to go a little up and down on late streams.
Yes, Phil. If you want the real answer, there's no infinite money glitch, okay? That doesn't exist in real life, okay? This isn't fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 where you can fucking find a glitch and get gold bars. It's not, Phil. Really, brother, I implore you, man. I implore you. Cut back your streams to maybe 4 times a week, maybe 5 times a week. Go make some fucking friends, bro. Really, go make some friends. I don't give a shit who they are. Just go out randomly and stop people and just say, hey, I need a friend. Can you be my friend? I will pay you to be my friend. And then just spend time with them to see how real people live and interact and how the real world goes. I would hope that you would do that, Phil. Really. Get some whatever, urban style friend. It doesn't matter. Go find a homeless. I don't give a shit. Whoever. If someone's willing to be your friend, take them up on the offer and just be around people, man. Because I'm starting to think that you think that this is Fallout or something. You think your life is a video game and you're the main character. And it doesn't work that way. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Whatever. He can get the zombies from Kensington and Philadelphia, you know, doing the zombie. I don't care. I don't really give a shit. I'm not picky. Go make a couple friends. Like, really, man. This hermit. Jeez.
Really do. But Pragmata, I'm shocked that it was, you know, as it was, okay? Anyway, all the content will be going live overnight. I hope you'll check it out. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. We're actually going to be halfway through my week because, again, I only have 2 more days coming up. Tomorrow, we're going to do another DSP morning show. And yes, we will do a major stream of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined on that first segment there. We will try to get as far as we can in 3+ hours. No DSP tries it tomorrow, so actually we'll have even more of a focus on gameplay. And we're heading into the final third of the game. Like, now we're in the home stretch because we've unlocked pretty much all the major islands of the game. So now it's about the end game story and pushing through it. So we'll see how we do tomorrow and how far we can get, okay? Tomorrow night is the one stream this week of Crimson Desert. I hope you can make the Crimson Desert stream. If you do, it'll be fun and awesome as we continue to explore this game. And I rage at some of its shortcomings, right? I'm playing it because you guys still want it. You know, last week I had a stream where we were going to test and see. You guys showed up, engaged, supported, said more. So I'll give you more, all right? All right, so everyone have a good night and enjoy the content. And hopefully we'll bounce back tomorrow. You know what I mean? And we'll have more consistent support on the streams.
Again.
But thank you.
Again, can't have a parting shot without talking about consistent, more money, more support. The fucking scumbag. Yeah, let's bounce back, folks. Come on, let's bounce back. You didn't give me enough money, you idiots. Good God, man. I sometimes, like, I have to really, like, pinch myself and say to myself, is this guy a real person? Jesus Christ, man. All right, look. Okay, we're done. I think I went insane enough. Hopefully I don't get this video flagged or whatever. All right, look, we're done. I'm done streaming. By the way, I am going to be streaming Thursday and Friday. Thursday will be the big stream where we'll be looking back at the Switch 2 anniversary where Phil lost to Switch 2, which was great. That was like an amazing arc. That was one of the funniest arcs that we've had in a long. It was short-lived. It wasn't that long, but it was great. But I want to go through the whole arc. Oh my lord! Look, someone sent me a gift. Jose, big ups, brother. It was I don't know what this is. Is it a dog? I don't know what. Thank you, brother, for the jewel. Oh, it looks like it works. Thank you for the 1,000 jewel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Now, by the way, I'm gonna work on editing. It's a goat. Okay, it's a goat. Jesus, I'm a little tired, folks. I'm gonna work on getting a sound or whatever. So every time you guys hit me up with a jewel, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have a sound. Here it is, right here. So right here. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Whenever I get another one of these, any denomination doesn't matter. We'll get a pop up and we'll get Phil saying hello, Jew. So that will be coming soon, okay? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. I wish they changed it back. YouTube and their YouTube studios being annoying too. So, alrighty, folks. Well, again, thank you. Appreciate all the love and support. Big ups to everyone. We'll see you Thursday for the big stream, and then Friday we'll have a special stream as well. Phil's on vacation Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll have some live streams to make fun of him and have fun. I'll keep you busy on the day off, so don't worry. Duty will be here for more live content. All right, everyone. Excuse me. You know what? You guys were so amazing that I think I'm going to end the stream with a song. Yes, one of Duty's favorite songs. You guys know what song it is. You guys love it. You guys always tell me to play it. And yeah, let's end it on a beautiful, lovely note. Pizza pie.
You guys like pizza?
We might get some karaoke too.
I know. I
might get into it.
Pizza. I'm Italian.
Bum,
The point
bum,
is, since I moved out here to the
bum,
West Coast, there
bum,
is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a
Mamma
pizza party
mia.
with me?
Mamma mia! Making a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the oven. Mozzarella! Delicious! Making a butter! Butter! Toss in the air! Pizza pie!
Making a
Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie!
Pizza pie!
Limino pizza pie! Pizza pie!
Pizza pie!
Turn on the oven, Sylvano cheese, Sylvano
Crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned that are really good.
Turn on the ovens and burn on the pizzas.
Mamma mia!
Making a pizza pie. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella. And a delicious. Toss in the air. Pizza pie.
Making a
Pizza pie.
real shit. Pizza pie.
Real shit.
Pizza pie. Weird sauce.
Weird
Pizza pie.
sauce.
Delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie.
Pizza pie. Mamma mia.
Making a pizza pie.
Pizza pie. Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Mozzarella. And the delicious. Making a butter. Toss in the air. Pizza pie.
Making a
Pizza pie.
greasy shit.
Pizza pie. Pizza pie.
Cheese. Pizza pie.
Little pizza pie.
Weird sauce.
Pizza pie.
Crazy meat.
Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Eat it! Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.